The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audience.
What's that? Oh, the tumbler? Oh, you wouldn't be interested in that.
Over here on the throttle, flip that open and throttle up. This will boost you into a rampless jump. So what do you think?
Does it come in black?
I'm Batman. Man, dude, so many Batman intros. I always got to get one at least, especially for this week's episode, man. I have some cool stuff to talk about later on. But yo, welcome to Real Figures. This is episode number 12. My name is Omar V. As always, I have a weekly toy news show, so you guys are looking for that. You guys found the right place, man. But yo, man, as you guys kind of know, it's gonna be a little DC heavy kind of show this week, but we got everything from Hot Toys, some Marvel Legends, we got some third-party figures, so got a lot of stuff to kind of go over, man. I'm kind of running a little bit late. I just got home a little while ago, so yeah, I'm kind of like trying to gather myself real quick. But yo, let me go through my pickups, man, before I say what's up to the chat, man, because the chat's already kind of bubbling up and shit. But yeah, let's get this show started, man. As you guys know, it's Todd heavy week this week, so I had to get some Todd figures, man. This is the Batman Detective Comics 27 first appearance Batman. It's pretty dope, man, but my boy is powdery white, bro. Like, I was looking at that sculpt, I was like, damn, this dude was like hella freaking pale. But I don't know, Batman looks pretty dope, man. I kind of wanted to get the chase. The chase comes with like some blue gloves, so I kind of missed out on that one, man. But this one's still cool, man. It's selling out a lot of places, man. So you guys are interested? Be sure to get that. And it came with a pretty cool card this time, so I'm gonna keep that one this time. And then also got the Nightfall Black and Gray edition Batman. Got the Dukes up, so yeah, this Batman mold is pretty dope. I knew he was gonna get a little bit of Reese on it, so I'm glad that he kind of did like a classic, not battle damage, no kind of cell shading going on. It's just really dope, man. I always kind of like Batman in this black and gray more so than the blue, but the blue's always like really classic, but this is equally dope, man. And yeah, McFarlane is get some good posing going out of him, man. Like, you gotta, I mean, he's got like ball joints at the wrist, at the ankles. Ab crunches are getting better. Like, he's got a ball joint at the waist, so like he can move, bro. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised how well like his stuff's kind of doing. Like, it's evolving a lot of the times where other companies kind of stagnant. And then got the Marvel Legends She-Hulk in. I'm looking for that Model 20, man. I should have pre-ordered. I think it's on Amazon. I'm going to get that. But yeah, that Iron Man wave is hitting a lot of people. For some reason, she's an Iron Man wave, but I'll take it, man. It's a dope figure. I just wish it came with another head sculpt, because it's like when you want to pose her around, she's always just going to have that beautiful smiling head sculpt, which is a nice one, man. She looks really good. And just the colors, man. Classic comic, classic 90s look. Like, this just reminds me of like Muscle Beach back in the 90s, man. If you guys are ever been around like the Venice Beach area and stuff like that, that's exactly what it reminds me of, and I kind of wanted to pose her out like that. So yeah, this is a dope one, man. Like I said, I just wish it kind of would have had like one more head sculpt, maybe like a grimacing head sculpt, or I don't know, some kind of action pose, or something that would allow for like an action pose. But it's still a good figure. And then yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got this week, man. As always, let me know what you guys are picking up, man. Because yeah, I see a lot of stuff getting posted in the Discord all the time, the halls area. So there's definitely a lot of stuff that's kind of landing in some cool stuff out there, man. But yo, let me say what's up to the chat, because the chat's already here. Chat's here for the show. My man Ty is the first guy in here. What's up, Ty? I'll talk about that Hulkbuster right now, bro. 8 and Skate is in the building. What's up, 8? How you doing, bro? Mr. Ortega is in the house. What's up, Ortega? Everybody saying what's up to 8. My man Liquid. Dude, Liquid and Ty. Sometimes I get your guys like avatars mixed up because it's like the same kind of color. But what's up to both of you guys, man? Be Weird is in the house. I'm fat, man. Yeah, what's up, Be Weird? How you doing, bro? And then Dark Bulb is in the building. What's up? What's up, Dark Bulb? Cool, man. Black and gray is the way. Yeah, I like it, bro. And even like the first appearance one too. It's pretty dope. Like I said, it's just something about his skin. It's just like super powdery white. I was just like, damn, did I get a defective one? Or I was trying to look at pictures or like reviews of it, but I didn't really get too many good looks. So I don't know if it's like it's just mine or whatever, but it's still a dope one. He's just hella tall, bro. He's just like super tall. But this one's got some crazy. Look at this shit. Look how far back he goes. He doesn't go that far forward, but it's still pretty good, man. Like I said, this guy's getting a little bit better with this stuff. And like, dude, soft goods cape, like that's dope, bro. And it's like it's nice too. It's like it's not like some like tissue paper. It's got like a nice texture to it. It's like satin, so it's really nice. But yeah, as I was saying, got a lot to kind of go over, man. So yeah, let's just jump right into it, guys. Because like I said, it's gonna be Batman heavy, as you guys know from that intro. So kick it off with this Hot Toys, man. First up, we got Batman Armory with Bruce Wayne. So it's like a 2.0 that Hot Toys is doing, which they're starting to do a lot. I just kind of found it weird that the timing of this like reissue or update kind of happened around the same time as this Tumblr that we're gonna look at. But yeah, as always, I don't really collect too many Hot Toys, but I always do admire them, and just like the stuff that kind of gets packed in. This is a more pricier set though, man. This thing was like $400 on Sideshow. I know it's a really popular movie, like the Dark Knight trilogy, the Nolan verse, and all that stuff. It's like probably a lot of people's favorite Batmans. I think they are my favorite, honestly. Like if you kind of just put them all like together. I did like the ones in the 90s and stuff, but yeah, I feel like the Nolan ones were just done a little bit better. They were taken a little bit more serious. And one of the things I always liked was the Bruce Wayne in those movies, man. I always thought Christian Bale played like excellent Bruce Wayne. His Batman, I don't know, not so much. Like it was a little bit rough around the edges. But they did update the cowl on this one right here, so it's got like an updated, more I guess refined head sculpt and stuff. So you are getting like a little bit of an update. I would just kind of be pissed off, man, if I'm dropping like all this money on Hot Toys and they kind of keep updating them like a few years down the line. Because then they always do look just a little bit better, you know. I don't think it's like fair to kind of like ask them to kind of buy another one. So a lot of people are always just gonna have to like settle for the ones that they got usually. So I don't know if this is enough to attract new fans, like, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna buy a Hot Toys collection, I don't know if you would start off with one like this. You know, this seems like somebody that's kind of more deeper into collecting Hot Toys, and I would kind of imagine they would have this already, you know, in their collection, because it's a little bit more of a niche release, but it does come with a lot of stuff, man. The Christian Bale head sculpt's pretty good. Like it looks just like the guy. It's got like that concerned look on his face though, so it's like, yeah, that's the look he kind of had a lot of the times. But like I said, I did like his Bruce Wayne, especially when it was just like on some like playboy, you know, billionaire type, like that scene where he meets Harvey and Rachel in the restaurant, and he just like, you know, has them move the tables and stuff. Like that's pretty dope, man. I always enjoyed that. But yeah, like I said, his Batman, I don't know. I like the movies in like as a whole, but his Batman was always kind of a little bit lame to me. But yeah, like I said, I don't really collect Hot Toys, so this is like pretty much a non-pre-order. But it did set it off, man, because like I said, the timing for this had to be kind of exact, man, because along with that, McFarlane Toys also revealed their Tumblr from that movie. So yeah, this is a McFarlane store exclusive. Goes up on the 30th or the 31st, I think. I think it's the 31st. It does come with this Lucius Fox, so it's gonna jack up the price, man. Which I don't know if I'm happy about that. Like, I don't know. Morgan Freeman figure would be pretty cool, but like it is jacking up the price because the one next up is the camouflage edition, and this one's $69.99. So I can imagine the other one with the figure. It's probably gonna be like $89.99. I don't know, man. I did like the way the camo looked in the movie, but like on the toy, with like the plastic kind of looking a little bit cheap. I don't know. This one kind of seems a little bit lacking to me. Whereas the other one that comes with the figure, just like the does it come in black version, the Batmobile version, it looks pretty freaking dope, man. And if you guys are anywhere near Instagram, these things are already kind of bubbling up on in Hong Kong. I had to get this meme in here. Okay, now you're just showing off. Because yeah, these things are already kind of showing up in Hong Kong. Shout out to A-Law 2046. I got these pictures from him on Instagram. Or a lot of people always kind of sharing it, but it's good to kind of credit the source. You know, you don't want to be labeled the Viper Island guy. So you see the size of this thing. it's a 2-seater. I don't know if it's exactly scaled. But one of the complaints I'm hearing a lot is just the shape of it. Like the shape of it seems like it's a little bit too flat in the back. Like those tires needed to be a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? To kind of jack up the height a little bit. So you can't really kind of see it from the side. But when you look at that Batmobile, it's just like the tires in the back are like humongous, where I'm not 100% sure if Todd nailed it, man. It's hard to see because, like I said, all the angles are just kind of slanted. Even like the pictures that I was kind of finding online, and nobody really had it like a side by side. So yeah, like the profile and like the actual profile of the car seems a little bit off, man. Where that would honestly kind of suck. That would be like a really wet blanket over the whole thing because I don't know. I am looking forward to kind of pre-ordering this, but I do want to get like a perfect side angle view. Because yeah, this isn't really showing too much. It is showing it like scaled with like, you know, the Bat-pod and the Catwoman if you got that that 2-pack. So this motherfucker got 2 of these. It would have been cool instead of a Lucius Fox if you get the Bat-pod and this Batmobile. Like that would have been a sick vehicle pack. But yeah, here it is right here next to the 89 Batmobile where yeah, I mean, I've never really seen them side by side, like in an actual picture. So I don't really know how accurate the scale is lengthwise, but just the shape of this thing to me seems a little bit off. It seems a little bit off. I should have got a picture of like the official one. Cause like I said, the back tires are just so humongous on that thing that it makes it look like a monster truck from behind, you know? And that kind of like tilts the car up and it slopes it down just a bit where I don't know if this is doing it right here. What's the chat right here saying? He's got my Savage Crucible figures from Harbinger Studios, and I got a bunch more Lemurians coming from E-Collectos and the White Veteran William Quincy. All right, on Ty. Yeah, man, you're gonna love those Savage Crucibles, man. I know you've been waiting a minute for those, man. You've been really excited for them. The gloves are weird. Yeah, on that first appearance, Batman. Todd dropped the ball on this one. Camel should have been a Toy Store exclusive. I mean, it's an Amazon exclusive. You know what I'm saying? And that's where like I feel like toy companies are running into that dilemma, man, where you're not gonna get a lot of retailers that take this off of your hands, bro. Like it just it's a big thing. I think the one thing that I'm not really too content with is just like the frequency that he's putting these things out. I think we talked about the White Knight Batmobile like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So like, bro, you got to slow down because I seen a leak list coming from the Batman Forever Batmobile coming. So it's just like, yo, like I think you want to give people like a little bit of breathing room in between. I mean, it is a month off, but like, dude, that's a lot of cars. That's a lot of vehicles like in a short amount of time, you know? But yeah, like I said, I gotta see this thing get like officially like revealed as far as a pre-order. But it does look really cool. Like it looks really dope. And it's just like for as jarring as a design as it was, the quality of those movies made this like an iconic Batmobile. Like it just did, you know, it was just something that when I first saw it, I was just like, man, I didn't really like it. When I first saw it, I was just like, I didn't really like it, man. I was just like, this just looks a little bit too like, yo, this looks like a fucking tank. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, after kind of seeing it in action and stuff and just seeing what it could do, yeah, it's awesome. And I think it makes for an awesome toy, you know? So I don't know, man, gotta peep this thing out. It doesn't look movie accurate, but it does look good. Yeah. Like I said, and like I said, I feel like the black one, it has like the dope weathering like on the paint and stuff. So I don't know. Whereas the camel one just looks a little bit too clean. It just looks a little bit too plasticky. You know what I'm saying? It just looks off to me. Like I don't know. Ortega, he's agreeing with somebody. AZ Toy Hunters Guild in house. Yo, what's up, AZ? Welcome to the show, my man. I follow this dude's YouTube. This guy's always I gotta get out to my Target, bro. I gotta get those sketch turtles, bro. I seen you finding them. I'm like, damn, they're out there. Man. But yo, welcome to the show, AZ, man. It's good to see you, bro. But yeah, guys, be on the lookout for this one. This one is going up for pre-order, like I said, this week. So make up your mind. I think, like I said, if the camel one looked a little bit better, I would have probably gone in for this one. I'm not gonna lie, man. I just think it looks cool. And since it's camel, it could kind of fit into like a lot of different like, I don't know, just like army displays. You put this with like your desert action force guys, and that'll look pretty dope too, man. You know, I think the one thing that sucks is that they did advertise it with this Bane picture, and it's just like you can see right here, Bane figure sold separately. That sucks, man, because I never built this bath, and I did want to. So it would have been cool to get that included, but like I said, that probably would have just jacked up the price on this end right here too. So I don't know. So yeah, we'll be on the lookout for this one because, like I said, this thing's already showing up in Hong Kong, so I can imagine it's not too far away. But keeping it with Todd, also another Amazon exclusive. In order to get this type of shit, my man does got to reuse some stuff. So here we got a reuse of the Glow in the Dark Killer Croc from the Arkham games. So $40 for this fucking thing. I don't know if it's worth it, especially if you have the old one. But I don't know. The Glow in the Dark, it still kind of works a little bit with this guy. I mean, I don't know. Even if it's not a Killer Croc, you kind of fudge this into like a TMNT set or something. I don't know. You know, you can kind of get crazy with some of this mutagen, like photography and stuff like that. I think it'll work. Because yeah, at the end of the day, it is a pretty gnarly sculpt. I never picked it up myself. I think I was waiting for more of a comic book Killer Croc, but it does look cool. I think I'm good on the whole Glow in the Dark stuff. Like I said last week with the whole sketch edition stuff, it's cool here and there. It's gimmicky, but I mean, I don't know. I guess he's just doing it to appease the retailers. And like I said, in order to get some of this stuff, you need to reuse some of your old stuff. So, I mean, you know, Amazon's taking it. Why not, man? I just always find it hilarious whenever there's like a pre-order for this like pop up. It's just like he slides that in. He slides that in, man. But yo, the guy's a busy guy, man. Because from there we go on to I believe this was in Phoenix, so they had like a fan expo going on out there. And shout out to In Pursuit of Toys. My man snagged some pictures of his upcoming Jack Kirby Darkseid. So here we got a Darkseid mega fig that yeah, man. Like I just said about that first appearance Batman, the guy got soft goods capes wired. So yeah, it looks like he's got a good texture to it, man. I'm telling you, I'm actually impressed by like the quality of the cape. It's actually better than some stuff that I've held from other companies that are like more high end. So yeah, I am looking forward to this Darkseid. I think the one thing they probably about this is that the belt looks a little bit fucking funky. Like it just looks too, I don't know, it just looks too bland. Like I don't know what the hell is going on right there. It looks like a rubber band, like a thick ass rubber band. So I don't know. And then he probably didn't need the cape, man. I've seen a lot of pictures where he doesn't even have like a cape or his cape's a little bit shorter. But yeah, I want to see this thing officially revealed. It looks cool. I want a Darkseid and like, yo, classic Jack Kirby style Darkseid. Like, hey, why not? And I do like the effect piece, you know, like the effect looks pretty cool. So definitely looking forward to this, man. B Rivera in the house. What's up, B? What's good with you, man? Welcome to the show. And yeah, we'll be on the lookout for this because, like I said, he was at this fan fusion in Phoenix. And yo, looks like this guy's not only making figures, he's gonna start making 1-to-1 scale cowls. I believe these are gonna be priced at $100. So here he has the Batman 89 cowl, and like, yeah, I think this thing is pretty freaking awesome. Like, I don't know, man. I'm over here complaining about having room for Batmobile. It's like, dude, this would be cool. Like, just like I don't know, like if you have like a mantle in your house or something, you just have like all these cows right there. That would be awesome. Or you know, your toy room or something like that would be pretty dope. I don't know. I gotta see these things because yeah, obviously the Batman 89 one is super iconic, but man, seeing Batman the animated series one, maybe if he does that, I don't know. I gotta check these out. These might be cool to pick up, you know. Because yeah, this guy is really like, I don't know, he's digging deep and coming up with different kind of stuff to sell as far as like toys or merch. Because yeah, we're gonna talk about this big news coming out of the Marvel side, and yeah, man, my man Todd is just definitely putting his fingers in everything, bro. Honestly, man. He had a panel at Phoenix Fan Fusion out here. Couldn't make it out. Oh yeah, right on, man. Yeah, I saw that like on his Instagram. It looked like he was like having a blast, bro. And like a lot of people, he was just kind of showing off a few things. A lot of statues, and like I said, these cows caught my attention, man. But he had other news that we're gonna take a look at a little bit down the line in the show. So yeah, be on the lookout for these cows. I might be interested in some of these, man. They do look cool. And then staying on the DC train, we do have this. I believe this is Roundhouse, this new company. I'm not really sure. But it's officially licensed. It's got a Catwoman with a Bat-pod. It's like more stylized, a little bit more anime centric. It looks really pretty fucking dope, though, man. Honestly, when I first saw this, shout out to my man Liquid. I think I saw him sharing in the Discord. I had to be Liquid. Liquid's always sharing everything, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, I thought this was like a model kit, but then I did see it like popping up like on Instagram, and I'm like, damn, proper 1/12 scale Catwoman, you know, and it's officially licensed too. So this is gonna be like a Chinese company, I believe. I believe the studio is called forget the name of the studio, but I did see like the company was called like Roundhouse or something 112 or something like that. something along those lines. The design of the character looks pretty cool though. Like it kind of reminds me of I don't know if you guys picked up the I forgot what her name was, but it was like a Fortnite figure. I think it was Lynx or something, or Jinx or something like that. It was like a Hasbro Fortnite figure. It kind of reminds you of like that body. So it looks pretty dope though. I think I might hop on this depending on the price, because yeah, like I said, it does come with this Bat-pod. So yeah, that's probably gonna jack up the price a bit. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you guys got any thoughts on this Catwoman before we move on? Because yeah, like I said, let me get the exact name of the company. It says right here, is described as a 1/12 scale DC Comics character figure of Catwoman, officially licensed and produced by Round Culture. Okay, so it's Round Culture, and with design support from Zuan Zin Yi, and distributed in China by Chuao Studio. So yeah, this looks like a Chinese company, but man, it looks pretty dope though, man. I mean, I'm interested in this, man. Just depending, like I said, on the price, and you know, the entire offering and stuff. But it looks really cool design wise, man. I think I'm pretty happy with that. What do we got hopping in here? We got Mochi in the house. What's up, Mochi? Yo, I'm a little late. Then them thigh highs on Darkseid are wild, but overall figure looks pretty good. Yeah, I know. There's little nitpicks that I saw with that Darkseid that a lot of people weren't really content with. But I don't know. Just I always like his mega figs, and there's something about just like holding a chunky ass figure like that. And like I said, it's a classic Darkseid. But yeah, I do see like the thigh highs, like you said, they do kind of look a little bit off, right? My man Andy's in the building. What's up, Andy's? Yo, what's up, gang? What's up, Andy? Good to see you, bro. I'd rather get the bike, to be honest. Yeah, man. Like I said, the bike looks pretty freaking dope, right? For your Rebel Tech Catwoman, I bet. Like that would look awesome, bro. But I don't know. The figure looks interesting. But like I said, just the total package is the total price. I gotta see what it costs, you know. Because it looks pretty dope. And if the only way you get the bike is getting the figure, I'm not mad at it being a pretty decent looking figure. Like she looks pretty cool in her own way. Supposedly it's $40. Whoa, that'd be awesome, bro. I'd have to question the quality on it, but that'd be pretty dope. I wouldn't be mad at that, man. Save myself a little money. I like the shape of it. I like this shot right here. That shot was the money shot, right? Man, KJ in the house. He said, "What's up, Peace? What's up, KJ? Welcome back, bro." But yeah, like I said, gotta peep this thing, get fully revealed. But yo, $40. I wouldn't be mad at that, Liquid. That'd be awesome, man. I gotta see now. Supposedly it's 40. You can't get shit for $40, man, especially in this community or in this hobby. Man, Paul is in the building. What's up, Paul? Paul Morales is in the house. What's up, Paul? Welcome to the show, man. Good to see you. For 40, that would be a must cop. I agree. I know, like I said, you can't get shit for $40, so I think I'll hop on that, man. So yeah, we'll see this thing go for pre-order. Liquid, have you seen it pop up for pre-order, or has it just been like previewed out? Because yeah, even like it's showing like the rotation on the tire or whatever. Like that shit, that was such a crazy design in that shit, man. Because like I said, the tumbler was such a jarring thing. But when this thing popped out of that shit, like in that scene with the homeless dudes, like that was so badass. It was just like rolled out. Like it should look like a fucking Transformers hopping out and shit. That shit was awesome. So yeah, that the design of it and them kind of you know, tweaking it a bit for their figure, that looks pretty sick. It looks pretty dope. And then from there, move on to keeping it with DC, move on to Popmart, Gong Studio. It looks like they're teasing out a Shazam figure to go along with that Kingdom Come Superman that's been up for pre-order. I don't know when it's slated to come out, but the figure of the Superman looks pretty awesome. I have seen it like on Toysy Metaverse and stuff, and I don't know if 5K Toys had it on their site. I can't remember. But yeah, this is in a bunch of like third-party sites that I'm waiting for this thing to come out. I do like I guess like the tone of the body, man. Like he it looks like it's like got soft goods, but this is the one thing I like about this versus like a Mesco, where it's also you could just see like the tone of his muscles like through the soft goods, you know. Like that's how it should look, and that's some of the gripes that I've always had with someone like the Mesco superhero stuff, man. So I can imagine this Shazam looks equally dope. It's got like that classic Alex Ross style. So yeah, you guys are familiar with that storyline. Like, yeah, it should be some dope figures coming out of this line if they continue to just make all these heroes in these looks and stuff. That'll be pretty awesome. Because I know Todd did put out that Kingdom Come Batman, and that thing looks pretty sick. I never picked it up, but that one looks pretty awesome. I should backtrack on that one before it sells out. So yeah, be on the lookout for the Shazams. probably gonna be another hot pre-order, man, because I did see this Gong Superman go up a while ago, and yeah, it looks like that one's a lot of people are looking forward to this dropping, man. I want to see the height on these things, man, because I'm not familiar with like Popmart or Gong Studio, but like I said, just to look at it, look of them, I'm like, I'm pretty excited to see this thing roll out too. And you guys got any thoughts on this Shazam or this Superman? Because yeah, like I said, the Supes looks pretty freaking dope, and I just like the body shape of them. Like these guys look. They look like how a action figure like the aesthetic should look with soft goods. Like the soft goods shouldn't be bulky, and it's hard. It's hard to kind of do that for such a small figure, or such a small body. It's just to tailor something out, and the fabric not look so bunched up and stuff. So I don't know. I'm excited to, like I said, I'm excited to see this whole thing kind of rolled out. If they could kind of produce exactly what they're showing off here, I don't know. It might be dope. And just see the quality on the body too, how it moves and everything. So let's check this out. And then from there, keeping it with DC, moving to the MAFEX side. Next up, we got the Justice League Snyder Cut Flash. So you guys, everybody's favorite Flash right here on his way. He's already tweaking right here, man. On his way to the party. Man, dude, I don't know. When I saw that Snyder Cut, I actually liked this Flash. I was like, hey, I don't know. A lot of people didn't really like his like character and stuff. I liked him. I was like, I don't know. He's just kind of witty and like quirky kind of a little bit and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know. It kind of fits it. It kind of reminded me of like Justice League, the animated series, like his kind of character of like a Flash and stuff. But I don't know, man. It's just after seeing all the crazy shit that this guy did in real life, it's just like anytime you see a figure, this guy's just like, oh man, get him away, bro. But the figure itself looks pretty interesting. Like I said, for like a live action figures, I do like the I guess just the way that MAFEX pulls them off. Like they kind of have the silhouette pretty clean. You don't see a lot of articulation like in the crotch areas versus like some of the FIGUARTS stuff. And then the Mezco, I heard, were probably the worst ones, man. I heard a lot of people weren't really content with that 3-pack, which kind of sucks, man, because that was a long waited 3-pack, I do remember when that thing first got shown off. I think the Flash was the one that everybody was excited for, and I think that's probably the better figure out of the 3. If I can just go by what I've seen online. But yeah, I don't know. It looks like an interesting figure, but like I said, just the actor, I think he just ruined it for a lot of people, and a lot of people probably just want to stay away. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Better than Mezco. Yeah, Liquid, you weren't you got the 3-pack, right? You weren't really content with it, man. That sucks, dude, because it's such an expensive set, and it sucks, man, that you have to wait so long, and then by the time it lands, it's not up to your, like, what your expectations were and stuff. That sucks, man. I'm interested in seeing these guys do other DC characters, maybe Batman or Hal Jordan. Yeah, the Gong guys, yeah, that'd be cool, man. Like I said, this thing looks pretty dope. I'm excited to see, like I said, it land. And if it looks exactly what they're showing, I'll be happy. But then yeah, like I said, going back to this MAFEX, I don't know. I just can't pre-order like this guy. Like especially for like a universe that's already kind of done with. They're already kind of wrapping this thing up. I think the Aquaman is landing right now. And like I don't know, I always see like cats in Japan buy these, and they always kind of pose them out, and they look fun and they look cool. But I don't know, they must have liked those movies a lot more than I did, at least, because I couldn't get I didn't like the whole direction that DC was in during all those movies and stuff. The Snyderverse was like, it was okay. It was kind of boring and shit. But when I saw the comparison versus the original one, I was like, my God, bro, I can't believe they made such a dog shit movie in that first Justice League, man. Just their whole approach to building out that universe was just dog shit, man. But yeah, like I said, if this actor would have never been headlines and he hadn't been doing the shit he was doing, I probably would have gone in for something like this, man. I don't know. It looks like a cool Flash figure if it was in a live action movie, you know what I mean? Which it was. Hawaii better watch out. Yeah, exactly, right? Just the reading the shit that he was doing out there and stuff is just, it's crazy, man. But man, starting to see all the shit coming out with like P. Diddy and all that stuff. Like Hollywood is a fucked up place, bro. Like shit, I live out here in LA, man, and I just, dude, fuck that. Like, fuck, you hear some of the shit that goes on in like Hollywood and all that stuff. Like, man, it sounds like a crazy ass town. Damn, he looks fast. Be weird, motherfucker. Oh man, Gong looks dope. I'd get those two. Yeah, the Gong shit looks fire, man. Anybody going in for this MAFEX? Because as we know, man, MAFEX does like to put up 2 pre-orders at a time, guys, and you guys were here with me last week, we kind of saw a teaser for this new one that went up for pre-order. We have next up, we had the MAFEX X-Men Rogue comic book version. And man, this was probably one of the more controversial figures all week. Because before we get into the loose collector stuff, this definitely had a lot of people buzzing, man. Obviously, it's a character that everybody likes. It's just, especially right now after the series, X-Men 97 series, like I said last week, this bitch's stock has gone through the roof, man. So everybody's excited in that first teaser image for Medicon to put their MAFEX Rogue out finally. And I don't know, man. I don't know if it was enough from what was shown off, because here we have some of the head sculpts, and this one to me is just god awful, bro. This is the one that I just didn't like, man. It just looks like she's missing like her upper lip, bro. Where I just didn't like it. Where the other two I can deal with. I'm not mad at them. You know what I mean? Obviously, the shape of Rogue is another thing that people had an issue with, but also just like the boringness kind of to the head sculpts a little bit. They all look the same. Like, this looks exactly how Jean looked. It looks exactly how Psylocke looked, and it's just like, I don't know, man. And obviously, it's taking direct inspiration from Jim Lee, where if you look at his like faces and stuff, they all pretty much look the same. So it's just like you can't really have too many gripes with Medicom here in their MAFEX figure, because I don't know, man. If I have one gripe, it's this head sculpt though. It just looks off. She doesn't look attractive at all. She looks lame, but like I said, the more the stoic and stern face I did like. And then the other thing, like I said, the shapeliness, I guess, of her was not to people's expectations. Where it's just like, I don't know, we're just trying to look at certain panels and stuff. It's just, yeah, some of these MAFEX to me though, now they're starting to look a little bit boring, where it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Where it's just like Marvel Legends, like obviously they always use the same bodies, but you're starting to see that a lot here. Where it does come with the soft goods jacket. She does have double jointed elbows, something the Marvel Legends don't have. But I don't know if that's enough to warrant a purchase. It's not even enough to carry the figure, because on top of that, you do have like this one hair piece, so you don't get another head sculpt with like just regular, non-windswept hair. So that kind of sucks too, man. And like I said, just this middle head sculpt, the faceplate, it just looks so shit. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I'll never use that one. Obviously, I'll never use it since I don't like it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about this, man. I kept making jokes that Medicom was saving me some money. But yeah, I think they're saving me money in the sense that instead of two, I'm just gonna buy one, because I think I gotta buy one, just because it's like I said, it's a cool character. It does have soft goods jacket. It does have double jointed elbows. I don't know. I do like the paint job on it, like the shininess of the green. Yeah, it does look cool. It might pop, and obviously we are only getting like the promotional images from the company, but I think in hand, I think it'll look a little bit better than what it looks here, and it's not completely dog shit. I think it's just up to the expectations that a lot of people had. I think it's not meeting those expectations, but it doesn't look terrible. It looks cop worthy, I would say. You know what I'm saying? My man NYC in the house. What's up, what's up, Omar in chat? What's up, NYC? What's the chat? Liquid, he says, yeah, the hair looks like it'll get in the way. Can't see it look up all that much. Yeah, I think that's kind of why they windswept it a bit too, right? Where it's just like, I think they kind of knew that if it was just laying like down, you were not going to get any movement in that head at all. So when she's flying, like, I don't think she'd be able to look up. Where it's just like, I understand that, but then give her two head sculpts. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't cheap out now, Tyler, he says, I'll stick with my Marvel Legends Rogue. Yeah, I know. You look like you were gonna cop that one, man. But yeah, it doesn't look like it met your expectations, Ty, which I understand, man. I'd rather get the one that came out before the X-Men 97. Yeah, the David the David Nakayama retro card back one. Yeah, that one was pretty good. But like I said, the head sculpt on that one, if you look at it, it's something about her eyes are just so far apart, where it's just like, I don't think we got like the perfect Rogue yet. I think the best Rogue is still the Mondo one, but it's just unfortunate that's a 1/6 figure, you know, where it's just like, hey, whatever. But like if you look at the Mondo head sculpts, like man, it looks beautiful, bro. It just looks so good. Where it's just like, man, I don't know what I was expecting from this. I kind of knew that this is what we were gonna get. So it's just like I kind of subverted my expectations a bit, but like I said, there's just things on here where the whole thing kind of seems rushed too. It just kind of seems like really rushed, like they wanted to get this shit out there. You know, maybe they knew something about the 97 series where they're like, yo, we got to strike while the iron's hot. So I don't know. But like I said, it's still good enough to cop, but it's not making a lot of people happy. I'll tell you that. I could look past all the deco stuff if they just packed her with a bunch of accessories. Overall, just felt a little short. Yeah, right. What did she come with? She didn't come with shit, right? Like, just this head sculpt right here is just the worst to me, though, man. Like I said, she just looks like she has like a little beak. She doesn't have like upper lip. So I don't know, man. And like I said, like even the accessories aside, like I know she's gonna have all the hands and stuff, but man, another hair piece would have been probably enough. I hope she has a hand where she's taking the glove off. You know, I don't know if, oh yeah, there it is right there. So that's good enough. You know, for sure that one, you need that one. You need the fists. So that's good. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It just gotta see it in hand. And then some people were kind of pointing out just like the way the head sits up kind of too on the body. It just sits a little bit high, or I don't know. Can't really tell too much, but it just sits a little bit high. Where I'm not really seeing that too much, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But like I said, Medicon saved me some money. Instead of two, I'm just buying one. I would have, yeah. Ty, you wasn't happy with that shit. Will Flo was in the building. What's up, Will? Oh man, it was good. Thin lipped. Ah, yeah, bitch looks like she has a beak, bro. She's gonna fucking peck you. She's gonna peck your pecker, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, enough to cop, but not fully content with it, man. So it is what it is, guys. I still think it's gonna sell out. I think it might sell out. Well, man, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Medicom and MAFEX, they're like making a shit ton more than they used to, bro. And then they're always reissuing stuff out. So I don't know. Like I said, it's enough to cop, but like I've always said, or I've recently said, I'm kind of dipping away from pre-orders. I haven't pre-ordered anywhere yet. But when it lands, I'm gonna check out some in-hand reviews and probably going for it most likely. So be on the lookout for this shit, man. But keeping it with Marvel, moving to the Marvel Legends. Next up, we have a 85-year anniversary for Marvel, and Hasbro's continuing to celebrate, putting out some classic comic book figs, man. And here we have the Hulkbuster. And man, it's not the one that everybody was expecting, but I think it's still cool, man. I think it's still a dope ass looking freaking like Hulkbuster and just the action figure in general. Like this shit just looks like a shit ton of fun. It's 9 inches tall, so it's pretty freaking huge. Shout out to my man Ty. I know he was looking forward to like a 90s version, which would have been cool, but I don't know. I'll take this now, and then maybe if they make a more classic 90s one later on, like an updated one, or they just put one out, like I'll probably get that too. Like I said, this thing looks pretty cool. I know Diamond Select did make one before. You could still get it for the low. I think you could get it way cheaper than this. Because yeah, this thing was $60, where I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth $60, especially seeing some of the stuff go on sale later on. It's just like, man, I bought that fucking, and this is another company, but still it applies, you know. Like I bought that Lobo, that fucking Space Hog. I bought that shit full price, $70. It's like on sale right now for like $45-$50. You know, I would have just held off a little bit. So whenever I see stuff like that, I'm always like, fuck, man. Like just hold off and you get a little bit of a better price, you know. But sometimes I don't know. Obviously, if you buy stuff too late, sometimes I hate to say this, but like sometimes it just, I don't know, it's not as fun, I guess you could say, you know, because you want to get it when everybody's getting it, play with it, everybody's playing with it. And that's not always the case, but it does kind of like, it's kind of a wet blanket when you get something super late, you know, where it's just like, fuck. But it's still cool. It's still something that it's gonna look cool in your collection. And like I said, you can still play with it. You still have your own fun with it, you know, on the side and stuff. But it's just something always getting it while you know the hype is going. So I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth $60, but I did pre-order one. just because I saw it starting to dry up in places. And yeah, like I said, it looks like the pre-orders are starting to be a little bit shorter, man. The pre-order windows are starting to be a little bit shorter. I don't know if you could attribute that to like lower quantities or just different kind of marketing tactics that companies are doing. But you really got to make up your mind a lot sooner than later when some of these pre-orders like first launch, man. Because yeah, like I was saying, this thing is 9 inches tall, so it is a huge motherfucker. Here we have it next to the freaking Scar Hulk or whatever. So I don't know. It looks pretty dope. Like the photography they got down with this stuff, just kind of showcasing what you could do with it, just some of the articulation that it has. It moves better than the Diamond Select. I never had the Diamond Select, but the paint job on the Diamond Select always looked like pretty good. It just had like that candy red paint. So obviously like the Diamond Select stuff, that's usually where they shine, is usually the sculpt and the paint job that they kind of put into their figures. But articulation wise, I don't think it's gonna move like this guy. So I don't know who went in for this thing, man. Because like I said, when it first was getting like leaked out that it was gonna be a Hulkbuster, I think a lot of people were imagining something else. So seeing this version, I don't know if people were fully content with it, man. But I still saw a lot of hype around it, man. I still saw a lot of people going for it, just because, like I said, it's just a big chunky ass toy where you're just gonna have a shit ton of fun with it when you get it in hand, man. Does come with this extra head sculpt, so you get like Tony and stuff in there, so you can kind of put him in there, and that looks really cool. Like just kind of having that extra head sculpt right there, where you could just have him with his helmet off or whatever. Like that looks pretty freaking dope. Like I like that. I'll probably display him like that a lot of the times. Like he just looks cool like that. Pegs on Scar are whack. Yeah. I know we're talking about that when that figure got revealed. It's just like sometimes you want to see like the quintessential version, because they're not going to get to certain characters for a very long time. But I feel like this is a very good Hulkbuster, bro, where like if they never make this version of Hulkbuster ever again, like I'd be perfectly content owning this one, So it's just like, yeah, the pegs on the Scar whack. Yeah, I don't know. My man Dark G's in the building. What's up, Dark? The Hulkbuster is straight scam. It's too much. $60, right? That is kind of expensive, bro. When you start to look at it, it's just like you're paying $60 for just this. Like you're just paying $60, And like I said, it's not so bad initially, but when you start to look at sale prices a few months down the line and you see this thing's going for $40 and you're like, now that's palatable. I can swallow that like without even thinking. Where $60 is like, yeah, it's not super expensive. It's still, it's relatively affordable. You can definitely cop it. But it's just like, damn, bro, this is $60 for this, man. Especially like, man, in this economy, like shit, bro, $60. I can go in a whole different way, man, for stuff that you definitely need aside from freaking toys, I think the one thing that I did notice though is them kind of like piecing this thing or taking it apart and it kind of filling out that tray, filling out this box right here. Because yeah, without those pieces, this is all you're looking at for $60. So I don't know, man. I definitely would have wanted like open palm hands, where it's just like I don't know what the hell he's gonna be gripping. I mean, he could be gripping something to smack the Hulk with, but like I feel like open palm hands, like to kind of like hold them back, like that would have been like awesome. Obviously, you need the fist hands, but man, I don't know, man. $60 for this, yeah, it is a little bit steep, man. So gotta see it. My man Mochi says it's cool. I wish they packed the fully open hand though. Yeah, like my man Mochi saying exactly, like the fully open hands, that would have been awesome. Where he's just kind of, you can kind of hold the Hulk back, you know what I mean? Shane Shooter in the house, it's cool. I think I'll risk waiting for a sale. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you're risking much, man, because you definitely start to hear all that talk about like low production runs, but that's coming from the actual companies. Where it's just like, bro, you ain't my friend, bro. You ain't telling me advice, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll run the risk on catching some shit on sale, because I wish I would have waited for a sale on the Marvel Legends Angel figure. Bought that shit for $35, thinking that, oh, this thing's gonna sell out. I want to get it for it. So I was like, man, I think it's going for like $27, bro. Where I would have saved myself $8, Push that to another figure. You continue your collection a lot smarter. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Exactly, fool, with 2 extra hands and one tiny ass head. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, Darth. I think so too, man. The money can go to a MAFEX. Yeah, get that Rogue, right? Get an extra Rogue. They got to remember, a lot of us already have a decent enough Hulkbuster. Yeah, That's true. And see, and I think that's the approach that they take sometimes when they price stuff, because it's like, okay, we get them for $60. They're never gonna go back and get another Hulkbuster for a very long time. So it's just like, and then when we come back around, it'll be another $60 or $80, and we'll blame it on inflation. So like, who knows, man? Who knows what their approaches is? But like, I feel like they definitely try to get as much out of you initially. But I think this thing is definitely worth about $40 to $50. You know what I'm saying? $49.99. That just sounds a lot better, right? That just sounds a hell of a lot better than $59.99. Where yeah, I think I pre-ordered and I didn't even look at the price initially. I think I got it from BBTS, and like that's always the thing about BBTS is like, yeah, they don't charge you anything, so you don't really think about it. But once it does go in stock, man, that's when you're like, hey, you got a little bit of regret on some purchases here and there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shout out to Shane Shooter, man. Welcome to the show, bro. They're getting into import prices with way less than the imports come with. Shit's getting dangerous, man. Mochi, speaking facts, bro. Cause yeah, you're looking at $60. I don't know. And like I said, you can still get that Diamond Select on eBay right now for like $30, bro. And that thing is a heavy ass fucking piece of plastic where the motherfucker's gonna eat the shipping, bro. Where I think this one's a little bit taller and it's got more articulation packed in, but at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to say something is priced correctly, but yeah, some stuff you can definitely say is a little bit overpriced, and I think this might be one of them. But it's still cool, right? Like we could all agree, it's still a dope looking toy. They got the detachable front plate. They said to fit in the box, but they missed an opportunity to make battle damage underneath or Tony's body exposed, something like that. Yeah, see, yeah, because they got that stuff to kind of fit in the box. I think that's a lot of horse shit too. I think they kind of wanted that to kind of make it look like there's way more in that box. Because like I said, there's not that much in there. This is all there is, Where yeah, I do agree though. Like a battle damage, like underneath, that would have looked really sick. That would have looked awesome. Or even like the having this on the figure and then like adding like battle damage pieces where you could kind of swap them in and out. That would have been really cool, and that would have been totally worth, $50-$60 easily. So I don't know. And yeah, the Tony's body exposure, something like that, man. I don't think they ever fucking ever do some shit like that. That would look cool though. That would have made it worth it. Yeah, I agree, Shane. That's true. So am I the only idiot to pre-order this? Sounds like a fuck, man. You guys are fucking more harder on this shit than I am, god damn it. But nah, it's completely understandable, man. It's like that's the thing I like about like conversations about toys, because it's like, dude, yeah, it's something that we're consumers and we're buying this stuff. But like, man, it's good to have these conversations because then you're really putting into perspective certain things, and it can make your decisions and getting stuff a lot easier, and it could qualm some of that FOMO you might have, like my stupid ass had. Oh shit, this thing's gonna sell out. Let me pre-order it, So I don't know, man. Definitely be on the lookout for this though, man. I think the Marvel Legends always have like a window of when the stuff's supposed to land, but it looks like that shit jumps the gun a lot of the times, man. I know a lot of people are getting that Shield 3-pack in right now. It looks awesome. I want to get that shit. I don't know I think I pre-ordered it on BBTS, but I think it got moved up on Hasbro Pulse, so a lot of people are getting that stuff in hand. So if you guys are pre-ordering through Pulse, man, you guys might be getting stuff a lot sooner than you think. So definitely be aware of that. Get your phones right and stuff. Because I was seeing people tripping on that shit. They're like, hey, bro, fucking me, Hasbro. But that's what I said, man. Know where you're pre-ordering. Don't just pre-order like my dumbass some of the times. Oh shit, guys. Sorry, this is a typo. This is a typo, guys. My bad, bro. Oh fuck, man. Oh man, what a fucking dumbass I am. Fuck. This is a typo, guys. This is McFarlane Marvel. What doesn't make any sense? Oh shit! McFarlane Toys making Marvel stuff, dude. Oh man, I'm so fucking lame and corny. I gotta figure out. I gotta learn how to edit, bro, so I can edit shit out, man. Cause yo, guys, McFarlane Toys. This is no typo. McFarlane Toys is taking over, bro. Finally getting his foot in the door with the Marvel stuff, man, and kicking it off with some statues, guys. Like we were saying at the beginning of the show, he was at Phoenix Fan Fusion, so he had a little bit of a little kind of event going on, a little presser going on, and man, he was announcing that he's going to start making statues for Marvel characters based off of classic comic book covers. And first off, he has these I believe these are 1/6 scale statues. But he's gonna be making everything from 1/6 statues to 1/10 statues that are like based off of, like I said, classic comic book covers. So we have New Mutants Deadpool cover. So it's that first appearance of Deadpool. That's a dope one. Iron Man 126. That's another cool cover. And then we got the X-Men 1 Wolverine, where I can see him making the rest of them, probably making that whole little diorama base. That would be awesome. Yeah, no idea on some of the price on this stuff, but yeah, this was kind of a big deal for some people, man, just to kind of see Todd getting his foot in the door as far as like getting to make some Marvel stuff, man, because like I said, guys, he may not be happy with his articulation setup or his scale on some of his DC stuff, but man, I think he just made it a lot harder for Hasbro to go to the negotiating table with Disney and Marvel the next time that license comes up, because it looks like he's getting his foot in the door, man. And yeah, here he had like a little bit of an interview with comicbook.com. Let's listen to his take on it.
To some extent, when we did the Avatar toys, that's under the big giant umbrella of Disney, right? You get in the family. And so the conversations and the jokes about, me doing my own artwork, started to become a little more palatable, I think, once they sort of saw that they could trust me with what I had done with, some of their early Disney product, and then with Avatar. It ended up being even sort of better than I thought, because now I'm just not limited to my artwork. I sort of could go into the vault all the way back to the beginning of FF #1. So it was like, wow, that's cool. So now I can do like cool covers, cool artists, cool characters, cool images, like any and all the above.
Cause yeah, guy, like I said, the guy always has an angle, bro. If you guys ever listen to his story about when he bought the Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire home run balls, the guy's like playing 4D chess, bro. Like, you don't even know what he's doing and why he's doing certain things. But like, man, like I said, these statues, for what they are, they look pretty cool. I might get that Spider-Man one. I think that shit looks dope. Yeah, the comic isn't accurate to what the statue is, but that one looks pretty cool. It's a classic freaking Spider-Man pose. Obviously, a lot of people always know that Todd McFarlane pose. So kind of seeing a 3D image of it, like in the image come to life, it looks pretty dope. The Captain America looks cool, man. And yeah, I don't know. He's definitely looks like he's got an idea for some of these statues. And if Marvel starts to see, hey, this guy's selling a lot of our product, hey, dude, like I said, he just made it a lot harder for Hasbro to go to the negotiating table next time that license comes up for fucking for bidding and stuff. Because yeah, it looks like this guy's gonna definitely be going in on this stuff, man. It looks like he had this up his sleeve for a while, man. So we gotta wait and see what comes out of it. But yeah, like I said, this was no typo, guys. This is really happening. What's the chat saying? If he makes it affordable, this could be big. My girl loves statues, but they're usually too expensive to really get into. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, this is real figures. We usually talk about action figures, but my man, in a stroke of genius, he labeled these as posed figures. So my man Todd, he's sneaky, bro. Deep is in the house. Yo, what's up, Cerebral? Deep, what's good, man? Good to see you, bro. What's good, man? How you doing, bro? Man, Deep, man, I gotta check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna check these things out. We'll see him roll out, man, and let's see what else he's got cooking up his sleeve, man. Because, like I said, the guy's always freaking thinking of stuff, man. But from there, jumping off the Marvel stuff, getting to some of these Bandai reveals. Next up, we got the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 70th anniversary. So this is a 70-year anniversary to the first film back in 1954. And here we have like a classic movie poster. So it's, got the image that's kind of replicating. So that's pretty freaking dope. I did like that. I didn't really notice that. I kind of noticed it when I first saw it. I was like, oh, okay, kind of looks like that classic poster, but seeing it side by side, I was like, oh, okay. And that's probably why they're doing this certain paint job on it, is to kind of exactly replicate the exact kind of glow that he had on the poster. Because it does kind of have more of a, I don't know, kind of a different kind of hue on it, so it definitely looks different. From what I saw, this thing is at 13,000 yen, man. So it's a little bit pricey, man, for something that's already kind of, the mold already exists to it. It doesn't come with a lot either. It doesn't come with a lot, man. So it's 70-year anniversary, man. Godzilla's still pretty popular ever since that -1 and then the Godzilla X Kong flick. So, like, I feel like Toho's like continuing to like pump product out. And yeah, man, it looks like people are here for it, man. I saw the SC's Monster Arts community was pretty stoked on this one. And I think it's like it always has to do with a lot of like the marketing, the photography that goes into it. Because yeah, seeing this side by side, like that would be kind of cool to have it posed out. But then seeing it like the little plane on the stand, that looks kind of funny. Like, that big ass stand just for that plane. So I'll definitely have him like in his hand and stuff. But like I said, it doesn't come with too much. There's not shit in here, you know. So I don't know, man. Man, Shane said you guys already talked about Figura Obscura Anubis and Bastet. Yeah, we talked about that last week, Shane. You'll hear my thoughts on it, man. But yeah, talked about that last week, and then they got some reveals coming up this Friday, right? The Four Horsemen. They got some reveals coming up this week. But any of you guys going in for this SH Monster Arts Godzilla, this 70-year anniversary? But like I said, I'm not really into any of the SH Monster Arts stuff, but every time I do see these Godzillas, they do look pretty freaking dope, man. I want to get like a fucking Solar Shogoken Mecha Godzilla. That new one that came out, that shit looks freaking awesome, man. I seen that thing like at a booth somewhere. I'm like, man, those things look cool. I don't wait to see Jobby the Hong's review on that when that thing comes out next week. Or next year, I think. I'm gonna definitely check out a review on it because those things are expensive. They're way more than these SC's Monster Arts, but they're a little bit beefier and chunkier, so they look really cool. So I'll probably hold off on this. But yo, keeping it with Bandai, S.H.FIGUARTS this time continuing their countdown or their count up for the Shinkoku Seihu line. So here we have Kamen Rider number 100 for this countdown. And yeah, this thing looks pretty freaking cool, man. I guess it's like from a more newer rendition of a Kamen Rider, if I'm not mistaken. It just has like that classic Kamen Rider like colorway, but it definitely looks like a more modern version of it. So this is a Mass Rider number 1 from Mass Rider the Next. So I don't know if that's like a film. I don't know how old the film is, but the figure looks pretty cool, man. I wasn't 100% sure if it comes with this motorcycle, but the motorcycle looks pretty freaking badass. Like that shit just looks cool as fuck. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it does come with it, but man, I do know that they've been counting up to this 10th anniversary of the Shinkoku Seihu line. So it was kind of a big deal to see this 100th reveal, I guess, this Kamen Rider. But yeah, I don't know too much about it outside of it just being another masked rider, I guess. Hongo Takeshi. So it's like this version of him. So I don't know. It just looks super modern, you know. It just looks super modern and shit. But it definitely has that fucking Kamen Rider aesthetic. It's got the soft goods scarf or whatever. So that looks pretty cool. That looks dope. I definitely want to get a freaking masked Kamen Rider like this. But I always wanted to get that Shin Kamen Rider. That one looks pretty freaking dope. But I always kind of held off, man, because I think there's like 2 of them, right? There's like two of them and shit. I'm not familiar with Kamen Rider at all, but it's just something about these colorways and shit on this dude. Like, always looks fucking badass. The bike looks dope. Yeah, bike looks freaking dope as fuck, huh? Put a freaking Storm Shadow on that or something. Like, that would look sick. Yeah, that would look definitely awesome. I gotta check it out, my man Deep. Checking out that Shinkoku Seihu line. Then next up, we have S.H.FIGUARTS from the Naruto line. We have Pain, the 6 paths, the Diva Path form. So, yo, man, you guys freaking familiar with this character? This is the shit about Naruto where I liked it, but you really have to pay attention, bro, because you start getting lost, man. You start getting lost. You don't pay attention. I always just remember like this arc, dude, where Jiraiya is fighting this motherfucker and he figures it out. It's just like, damn, bro. So yeah, if you guys are like not really familiar, this is like a guy. This is like a ninja that's like controlling like these 6 corpses, and this is like the corpse of his friend Yahiko. So the guy's name is like Naguto, but he controls like these like 6 corpses, and yeah, this was like the main head, I guess, like the figurehead, and a lot of people thought that he was like the one that was controlling all of them. But yeah, it's badass character, man. Super high powered in that shit. I just always liked the design of him. It always kind of reminded me like of an evil looking Naruto when I didn't know shit about him. I remember seeing images of him and I was just like, who's this evil looking Naruto ass motherfucker? But super dope, man. And man, a lot of those episodes always scared me, bro. Whenever I'd watch them, I'd be like, it was just so tense and so freaking like, just, I don't know. It was just like, those Jiraiya episodes, man, I honestly shed a tear when my man got taken out, bro. I was like, God damn it, man. I knew it was going to happen, bro. I was like, fuck, this guy's going to die, man. He's going to fucking die, bro. He was like one of my favorite characters. But yo, Pain is just such a dope one. And yeah, like I said, the Diva Path, All the paths, the other 5 paths are sick. What is it, like the animal path, the human path? Man, I can't remember, but it's supposedly like some kind of like Buddhist thing, like the 6 paths of I forget what the hell they're called, man. But it's supposedly like they're all supposed to be of like misery because they're all supposed to represent like reincarnation, you know. But yeah, it's just like I said, the story gets really confusing, man. But once you kind of like get it down, I definitely want to get this Diva Path version of Pain and get the other 5 too, man. Because just having them displayed out, like, oh, that would just be so badass. Because yeah, seeing all 6 of them when they first like start like fighting with Jiraiya and stuff. Like it just, no, man, that was just sick, man. Where it was just like, yeah, I knew he was gonna die because it was just a lot, man. You're just fighting against like these 6 strong ass, like, you know, quote unquote ninjas or whatever. It was just sick as fuck. This came out clean. Yeah, it looks really dope, man. I'm really like happy with like the soft goods, like Akatsuki robe that they got. I know we saw that on the Itachi. So yeah, they're definitely gonna make all like of the Akatsuki characters. Next up, I don't know who they would make. Like I said, I don't know if they're gonna make the other 5 paths to Pain, but like Conan would be cool. She'd be like another easy one that I think that might be the next figure. Because yeah, when you first kind of get introduced to this character, you're not really like familiar or like knowledgeable what's going on, like who's controlling him, like what is he. Like a lot of people thought he was like a dead character at first, like, and then you start to figure out like, oh yeah, all these motherfuckers are dead. Because yeah, Jiraiya is kind of like figuring it out. He's like, oh, I remember this guy, and I remember this one, and I remember this one. It was just crazy. Yeah, I gotta rewatch those episodes because yeah, that was like some of my favorite shit. And then seeing when fucking Sage Naruto comes out, oh man, that's what makes a good shonen, bro. When the chips are down, you know, when the chips are down and the motherfucker shows up and he says, that's enough. Like, bro, it's so badass. Like, oh man, it just that's why I got to get that Sage Naruto, bro. This look right here for Naruto is probably like my favorite look for him in the whole anime. But yeah, that's to me is always what makes a great shonen, bro. It's Dragon Ball Z. It always happened, you know, fucking, you know, the Saiyan saga motherfucker shows up to fucking kill Nappa, and it's just like, yo, finally. But like I said, the chips are always, they got to be at their worst position, bro. They got to be the downest they got to be, man. And then they finally show up and they start wrecking shit, man. So definitely going to get that Sage Mode Naruto. Definitely going to get this Pain figure, the Diva Path. So yeah, I'm excited for this one, man. It looks freaking dope as fuck. Glad they got into soft goods. Yeah, man. Like I said, it doesn't look like they skimp out for every line. There's certain lines where it looks like they kind of skimp out a bit. But for this Naruto line, it looks like they're showing a lot of love to it, man. They're showing a lot of love to it, more so than I feel the One Piece line. I feel like the One Piece line needs a little bit more love and a little bit more paying attention to detail and stuff. Because like I always kind of see it's Dragon Ball Z, and now it's like Naruto is like the one that they're kind of like really showcasing like a lot more love to, man. So yeah. RIP to the Pervy Sensei. Yeah, man. Fucking hell, bro. When Jiraiya gets taken out, it's just like fuck. He fucking ripped out his freaking vocal cords too, right? Like that shit was brutal, bro. It was a brutal way to go out too, man. But yeah, he went out like a G too. He was still happy at the end of the day. Because yeah, he kind of realized too that Naruto was the one. Naruto was gonna be the one that fucking brings balance and all that shit. So yeah, be on the lookout for this one. I believe it's a P Bandai exclusive right now, so I think it's like at $80 over there on there. So this thing might be getting priced up like on BBTS or like Nin or some sites like that. It's definitely going to be a little bit more expensive, man. But like I said, it's probably a cool one. And then the other thing I didn't really like too much about Naruto is every time you think like this is the strongest bad guy. Oh no, it's revealed that it's not, bro. There's like a whole nother other story being unraveled. And it's like, God damn it. You know, because at the end of the day, a lot of these cats are getting played. They're like getting kind of deceived by what's really going on and who the mastermind that, you know, pulling all the strings is, you know. That's the one thing about Naruto where it's just like, oh, come on. Like, come on, guys. You know, I think I don't like just the how convoluted it gets towards the end, but some of that shit is really dope. And the design of the characters are always cool as fuck. Because yeah, this fool is badass. I gotta get him. Him and Itachi, I'm really content with. But then staying on that whole Naruto train, they also revealed this ramen little stand. So you guys are familiar with the anime. This is like where he goes every episode, man. He always goes here, gets some bowl of ramen. He's always eating, talking with friends. Kind of was always rapping with the guy at the restaurant or at the ramen stand. So man, I heard this thing is like $40. So I don't know how accurate that is, but man, $40, like you can't beat that, bro. That's awesome, man. It does come with like the ramen plates. It comes with like, it doesn't come with the figures and stuff, but it's just kind of showing you what you can do with it. So yeah, this is the stand, the ramen stand, and it comes with all this. So you get these extra face plates for both kid Naruto and older version of Naruto. So it's a Shippuden look. So that's dope. So that's like DLC for figures that you most likely have already for even looking at this. But this will work with anybody, that's not in Naruto. This kind of work in just a diorama. Obviously it'll work with like anime figures, but this will work like even in something else that you have planned or whatever. So I don't know if that's accurate, the $40, but like, man, just seeing all the stuff that it has, like all the ramen bowls and stuff. Cause yeah, in the anime, you guys are familiar with any kind of showing or anything, they're always stacking these bowls high as fuck. So that looks awesome, man. It's got the hands and everything. So that's dope. I'm excited for this set right here. My man Wavy's in the building. He says a must cop. Shout out to Wavy Crockett, man. Hey, yo, you guys check out my man Wavy's YouTube, bro. This guy's cooking some YouTube too, man. So yo, Wavy, good to see you, bro. Give that dude a follow. I think if you click on his name right here, Wavy Crockett, his YouTube will pop up, man. Definitely give that a follow because I'm interested to see what Wavy cooks up on there. Because like I said, I'm not really like the biggest toy photographer. I don't get into like toy photography, but a lot of the stuff that he's kind of explaining on his show now is kind of like, okay, now seeing his approach, because this guy is usually taking shit every day. I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I could get that same kind of workflow going, I could kind of start to dive into that stuff. But always a fan of that guy's pictures, man. Give that guy a follow, give that guy a sub, man. But yeah, shout out to Wavy, bro. Welcome to the show, man. But yeah, anybody else going in for this ramen set right here? Because it looks pretty dope, man. Like I said, for $40, like that's awesome, man. And even if you don't have the Naruto figures, I think it's still kind of working a little diorama or something like that. That would be dope. Or a street market, yeah. My man Deep got the ideas. For 40, you can army build this and have a whole restaurant set up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could even change up the signs or anything like that. That'll look awesome. My man B Rivera says, I'm in. Rojo is in the building. What's up, Rojo? Welcome to the show, man. This is dope. Yeah, I think this is a dope one, man. But yo, from there, moving on. Next up, we got S.H.FIGUARTS from Kaiju number 8. We got this Harley Quinn looking bitch. Nah, I don't know. What's the name of this character? Kikoro Shinomiya. So yeah, you guys are familiar with this new shonen anime. Not really familiar with it myself, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, man. Kaiju number 8. Been seeing it everywhere, man. I think I've been seeing that figure in a lot of places. I think everybody's getting that in hand barely. Where this figure does come with some DLC for that, so you get this extra faceplate, I believe. So I don't know, man. Something about the design of this character is not really, I don't know, it's not really like screaming to me. Kind of just, I don't know. It looks a little bit. I don't know. It just looks like a mixed mash of stuff, kind of to me. But I don't know. I gotta check it out. And this character right here looks pretty cool, just like the design of her. And then I don't know the name of the other one, but the one that has that big ass Gatling gun with the white tiger, she looks dope. She looks cool. Where it's just like, okay, that's maybe what's drawing me in to kind of give this anime a try or whatever. But this looks like an interesting figure, just in general too. Just super waifu, got the waifu aesthetic going on. Fucking battle axe looks crazy, so that's pretty dope. They fucking just the design of that looks crazy, and it's dope that it's included in the figure. And then yeah, DLC, man, continue to do DLC with Bandai, which is something I've always kind of had gripes with because it's just like, just pack it into the release, guys. Come on, like just cut the crap, man. Stop trying to entice people because like I probably wouldn't even get this Kaiju number 8 motherfucker. I'd probably just get her and then the other one. So they kind of have like this dope commando look to them. They just look pretty cool. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of DLC stuff, even when it's in the Dragon Ball stuff. Like I just don't like it. She went to the hair salon and said, "Give me the Zapdos hairstyle." Oh man, that's a good one, bro. It's like say less. Me showing a picture of Zapdos. Say less. That's funny, bro. Oh man, for reals, man, bro. We're talking about Pokemon right now too, man. There's some dope shit coming out, guys. Like there's a lot of cool stuff, man, going there for pre-order this week. But yo, any of you guys check out Kaiju number 8? Because from there we move on. Another reveal from that series or that anime is Kaiju number 9. So yeah, like I said, this is just giving me like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man like mixed together. It's just like, god damn it, man. Every freaking shonen just about scary monsters and shit. Like, I don't know, kind of tired for me. I don't know. I don't know if I want to give this a try right now. Like I said, I barely finished Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. I still haven't started season 2, but man, I don't know. I was just seeing some new shit popping up. I'm like, I don't know if I'm into this shit. This show is dope. I'm getting all these fakes. God damn it, B. Rivera. It's dope. Get in this line for sure. Damn, it must be good, man. Because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. And I saw a lot of hype on this Kaiju number 9 figure. I've been wanting to check it out. My man Deep. I gotta go with what Deep says. Deep's usually got the finger on the pulse on some dope shit. The anime and the manga are dope as hell. Okay, Liquid knows what's up too, man. I might have to dip in. B Rivera. I don't know, B. I don't know your style, bro, but I don't think you would sway me in the wrong direction, bro. I might have to give it a try, man. Kaiju number 9. The figure itself looks pretty fucking cool. Not knowing shit about it, it just looks like a monster. It looks like something you want to fucking kill, you know. So the range on him looks pretty cool. Like just kind of what it's showcasing right here, just because of his lankiness. It looks like it's gonna allow for some crazy poses and stuff. And just his design is like he's got these arms sticking out of his freaking back. Like that looks pretty freaking gnarly. It just looks like an ugly ass fucking alien monster type thing. Like I don't know what the hell's going on. So if this is Kaiju number 9, I'll probably imagine there's like a lot more numbered Kaijus or whatever. This has got Kaiju number 8 and Kaiju number 9. So I don't know. Looks interesting. So you guys want to take a pause? Hobby Genki does have the amazing Yamaguchi Ninja Gaiden pre-order right now. Oh, right on, man. On Liquid. That's the one with that sword, right? That fucking sword. That should look sick. Take a pause and take that in for those interested. Thanks, Liquid, man. Liquid's the man, bro. You guys are always sharing stuff, man. So anybody going in for this Kaiju number 9 outside of my man B Rivera and Liquid? This looks, like I said, looks pretty interesting. And it does also come with more DLC. So you get another faceplate, I guess, with his like some shit coming out of his eyes or something. What are you guys' thoughts on the design of the character though? Like, is it cool or like it just looks a little bit kind of lazy to me? I don't know. Like it looks different enough, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Just something about it just looks a little bit bland, you know. I say that and it still has a gnarly look to him, but I don't know. Something about it, I just not really feeling, man. But like I said, the other characters look cool. Like the chicks and stuff, they look really cool. And like I said, the one with the Gatling gun, that white tiger, like she looks badass. I'm waiting to see the figure of her. Like that, maybe I just get her just because it looks cool, you know. I don't really have to know anything about this shit. But she looks like a badass character. And just yeah, like I said, the fucking DLC, man, that shit always a turn off, bro. I hate that shit. And then from there, they'll move them back to the SH Monster Arts. Next up, we got this Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe this is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Fucking thing is called. And they just revealed more pictures of it, but I only got this one image. This is the SH Monster Arts Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. And yeah, this is from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So this is not my Yu-Gi-Oh! Not my Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, I don't know shit about this monster, but you guys go look at the Tamashi Nation's Instagram right now. You get the I guess the promotional images of it. And yeah, it looks pretty freaking gnarly, bro. Like it just looks gnarly as fuck. Like just his hand and shit has got like a dragon head on it. Like that looks badass. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really happy with this. So it's like this. I think this is the third monster they've revealed from SH Monster. So they did the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which I knew they were gonna do. They did the Red Eyes Black Dragon, which I knew they were gonna do. And then it's just like they jumped to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know about this shit. I don't know. That Exodia model kit's still probably fucking like the dopest like Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster that I've seen. That thing was pretty freaking big too. Man, Rojo saying says the DLC episodic. Yeah, what's up with the DLC, right? Like, is it necessary or what, man? Is DLC usually should not be necessary, but yeah, fuck. I just don't like DLC stuff with figures, man. It's just like pack that in, bro. Because if nobody ever has any intent on like buying that one figure, and I guess that that's the draw, right? It's like, oh, it entices you to buy the other line, the rest of the line. Fuck you, don't do that, man. I would hate that. Can you imagine if you buy a Marvel Legends, I don't know, Captain America, and it has a head sculpt to like a Spider-Man? It's like, what the fuck? What if you didn't want to get that Spider-Man? Why do you have that? Why don't you just have accessories to the character that you bought? Like, It's just I don't know. It's just my thought, but it's just I know why they're doing it. I just don't like it. But yeah, they could pack all kinds of DLC in this fucking thing, and I probably wouldn't buy it. And like I said, it's not my Yu-Gi-Oh. But from there, moving on to Pokemon. So from Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon, guys. Next up, we have this Jazwares Entei figure that I don't think this is new, but I did see it go for pre-order this week on Target, man. So definitely lock it in right now. I think it's at $13 on the Target website right now. I believe they're having like some kind of sale on just on toys in general and stuff. So might get a good deal for this right now, man. I do know the Suicune and the Raikou sold out, guys. So hope you guys bought those because those things are starting to go up in price, man. I don't know the name of the YouTuber, but there's this one guy I follow. He does like a lot of Jazwares, like unboxings and stuff. And man, he actually put me on. He was just like, yo, he gives like a list of stuff to buy before it gets like super crazy expensive because you're not gonna get a chance to it. And yeah, I think when this was first revealed, he recommended to go buy that Suicune and the Raikou, and I did. I bought them both. And then yeah, I started to see, yo, this guy was right. I think I got him for like $18 on Target, and I think now they're going for like $40 or something. So I wouldn't have bought them at $40 because it does have some articulation packed into it, but just the quality on the plastic and stuff, obviously more kind of kid-friendly toy. But they're pretty dope for what they are, man. The sculpt on them is like really good. Like I think that Charizard when it first came out, I think it was like 2022. That was like probably one of my favorite toys that came out that year. It was just so dope to kind of like get an articulated Charizard that wasn't part of that fucking SH Monster Arts line. I forgot what that shit was called, but that thing was expensive. It was like $200 figure. Where Jazwares killed it, man, for $20. Like I think what they're doing with this Pokemon Select line is pretty dope. So finally getting Entei to kind of round out the legendary dogs, it's pretty dope, man. Because I fucked up, like my man D was talking about Zapdos. I fucked up not getting the legendary birds, man. I think I got Articuno, and I slept on Zapdos, slept on Moltres, and yeah, I don't think I can track those pretty easy. I think Moltres now goes for like $40-$50, man. So I don't know if I ever want to kind of complete that. I definitely gonna have to bite the bullet. So I definitely was a smart guy, watch that guy's videos and buy that Suicune and that Raikou when I did. Because yeah, now that Entei is going up, the price on those might go a little bit higher than what they are now. So I'm happy to get this one at $13 right now on Target. So be on the lookout for that if you guys are interested, man. Because like I said, they're dope for what they are. They're cool. They're scaled pretty good. Like they're exactly like 112 how they would be. Not exactly. They're a little bit, maybe a little bit small. I think from what I've seen pictures of, this Entei looks a little bit smaller than the other ones, man. Especially Raikou. But I don't know. When I thought Entei was the bigger one, but I don't know. Damn, bro, they could have done the Egyptian gods. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, right? Shipping the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about that, man. Not really happy about that. But yo, what's the chat saying about my man? Entei, this one looks cool, but I'm not ready to start that collection though, especially since the one of the best eras of Pokemon. Yeah, like I said, Bat Charizard was that first one that came out, and I was like really happy to get that one. It was dope. I think the only thing I didn't like was like some of the hinges that it had on the wings, but it moves really dope. Like for what it is at $20, that's I guess it's dope as fuck, man. So I'm excited to do. I don't know how much pose you could get out of this. It just looks like you can kind of move out the legs. Doesn't look like you get any kind of movement on the head, kind of. It would have been kind of cool to get like a hinge on his jaw right there so he can kind of open his mouth. Maybe you can a little bit. I don't know. Looks like there's a cut right there, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I'm just excited to kind of get it because I do remember the movie to this when it came out and shit. It was Pokemon was still pretty dope. It's still real to me, damn it. So yeah, pre-order this one, man. Be on the lookout, guys, if you guys are interested in it. And then from there, look at this fucking ugly thing, man. I feel like Buzzmod's fucking dropping the ball now, guys. Like I don't know, man. I feel like they're just rushing to get the rest of these Hashiras out. This looks like shit, man. This looks like complete shit. Where I'm just like, bro, what the fuck happened to this line? Where yeah, obviously they were gonna reuse, obviously the parts for the pants, for the legs. But man, like the head sculpt, I don't know. That is kind of how he looked. What's this guy's name again? I forget this guy's name. Is it Sanmi or Sanami? I know he's the Wind Hashira, but man, I just looking at this figure, it just looks like dog crap, bro. Where I'm like, man, bus mods were looking so good, bro. Where I'm like, what happened? What the hell happened, man? like Sanemi, I think that's his name, Sanemi. And yeah, I don't know, man. They just look super lacking. Where I'm like, I feel like Figma can make better figures. I feel like the Figma Demon Slayer stuff was looking better. And then you got Bandai around the corner, um, gonna put theirs out soon. Where I'm like, yeah, I feel like now some of these Buzzmods look hella lacking. Not all of them, but this one looks super lacking. Where I'm like, man, I don't know. How's that new season? I know it just started again, right? I'm fucking still behind from the last season. I didn't even fucking get into that, man. Lost steam on Demon Slayer. Like I said before, it started off hot. It just started off really exciting, but man, I don't know. I lost interest in it, I guess. I got to get back into it because I did like the story that was kind of getting going on, but I don't know why I just lost interest in it, man. Just got caught up in other stuff, but I just think this figure looks terrible, man. For the price, I think this is at $110, so it's very, very, very expensive, man. For what it is, where I feel like Figma and I know Bandai is probably gonna make this shit for like $60 or something, like something way cheaper. So I don't know, man. Like the design of the character doesn't even look that interesting either. It doesn't have a lot going on with them. The effect piece looks pretty lame. Looks pretty standard. Looks like some shit Bandai can make for fucking cheap as fuck. It does give you these like extra like leg pieces where you get the folded legs where he's kind of he's like meditating or whatever the fuck. He's kneeling. But yeah, I don't know, man. Looks like dog shit. No lie, bro. Yeah, I was just really disappointed with where the fuck this line was, man. Because that shit was a hype, right? They were fucking expensive. I only have one. I only have Inosuke, Buzzmod, and like, man, I like it for what it is, but man, it's just after you kind of start to figure out like the articulation setup that it has, it's like it's very kind of fidgety, man. Shout out to my man NYC. I think he described it as a rebel tech one time, almost like a rebel tech, and yeah, I do get that feeling out of it, man. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, the Demon Slayer fucking lines to fuck me up. I have like a Figma, then I have a Buzzmod, then I have two Figmas and a Buzzmod. And then I don't know, might check out some of the Figuart stuff when they kind of get when they finally land and stuff. So I don't know. I just fucking Demon Slayer bro, shit got me fucked up. I'm staying away from these Buzzmods. Oh man. Next up we have this Hiya Toys. Oh man, this figure right here, bro. I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, because we have this Hiya Toys Motoko Kusanagi Ghost in the Shell standalone complex figure, and man, this was probably the best reveal of the week. I think a lot of people are really stoked to kind of see this. You guys are familiar with Ghost in the Shell? I believe there's like the '90s film, and I think they did. I don't know if it was a film or a series. I don't know if this is from a series, right? Like early 2000s. Where they kind of like designed her a little bit differently, a little bit better, I would say, honestly. Especially in the face, she looks a lot sexier, man. But yeah, like I said, this figure, man, it caught a lot of buzz this week, man. I wonder why. I can't imagine why. It looks pretty dope, man. Hiya Exquisite Super Series. So yeah, this is their 6-inch line, so 1/12 scale. Man, a lot of people are really kind of going in for the pre-order right away as soon as this thing got shown off, because like I said, the design of the character is definitely something. Like, man, bro, like just looking at this thing is like, man, are they making this in 2024? Like, this is crazy, bro. You don't see this shit anymore. Because it comes with a lot of stuff. This might be my first Hiya Toys, like for sure, depending on when this comes out versus some of the Judge Dredd stuff. This might be the first one that I get. The Buzzmod and Inosuke is smooth, but look like dog shit. Yeah, man. Just those Buzzmods, they're looking off, bro. Man, deep. I just died in your arms tonight. Going to be my first Hiya. Yeah, I think so too, B Weird. Because yeah, she looks pretty awesome, bro. Glad they fixed the jacket and face. Okay, so you had seen a prototypes of this, right? There was prototypes of this, right? Liquid. Yeah, I didn't see any of those images, but I heard about that. There was like prototypes floating around. So, oh man, so if they did fix the jacket, it looks good, bro. Like, it looks really good. Where, like, is it soft goods or is it just like an extra piece? Because I can't even tell. I couldn't even tell, man. Because some of this stuff, like, it looks like a video game almost. Like, this shit is a render. It just kind of looked a little bit. That's the only thing throwing me off about it. Where it's just like, it looks a little bit too much like a render. So I'm a little bit iffy about that. Like that's the one thing that I was just tripping out on. I'm like, why does it look like this? Like, am I tripping? It just looked like a video game. One of the images right here. Which one is it, man? I might be tripping. I think it was this one. It just looks like I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Is this a video game? What the fuck is this shit? Is it action figure? What the fuck is this shit? He said, "Yup, pre-order this. This figure is fire." My man Wavy says, "Must cop." This is Ace with the scissors. Yeah, that's the only thing that was throwing me off, man. But dude, the figure itself looks pretty awesome, man. Because yeah, if you guys are fans of it or not fans of it, I think you still get this and fudge it into a lot of stuff. Because like I said, you don't see characters designed like this anymore, and you're gonna start seeing them fewer and fewer going forward. Because man, you guys, like I said, you guys look at the video game industry, comic book industry, movie industry. They want to uglify all these bitches, bro. They don't want nobody looking good, man. Where in Japan, they don't really give a fuck. They're just continuing to make shit that they know is gonna sell. And I feel like this Kusanagi fucking Ghost in the Shell figure is right there, man. Like I said, this came out early 2000s though, so it's dope that Haya is like not shying away from like the design of the character. Like she's sculpted out pretty damn good, I would say, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks pretty freaking awesome. So I am excited to see this. Any idea on the price point? I think this was like $90, so it's not fucking crazy expensive, man, for what it is. I'm not familiar with anything from Haya Toys, so like I'm still kind of weary on like the quality and the QC issues that it could potentially have. Not in particular this figure, but just all of their figures in general. Like I don't really know too much about them. I am seeing a lot of reviews of the Rambos coming out. Kind of want to go in for one of them. I'm not sure about if I want to go in for Rambo 2 or Rambo 3. The Rambo 2 looks better to me, but I don't like that he doesn't have his red bandana. He has like a black bandana where I'm like, I thought it was red in Rambo 2. And then Rambo 3, something about the face sculpt looks a little bit off. Not completely off, but it still look pretty cool, man. But from what I've seen in the reviews, like everybody seems content with them. Like this, the quality on the figure, it looks like there's no kind of worries to be had. So I can imagine this was going to be, pretty good as far as the QC issues go. But yeah, like I said, just the design of this is you don't got to know anything about it, guys. I just died in your arms tonight. 104 on BBTS. That's not bad, man. That's pretty dope. This looks dope. It's about time we get highly articulated figure from this franchise at this scale. Instant cop. Yeah, because I know Figma, they put out one too, right? But I think that was from the Ghost in the Shell. What was it, like 2045 or some crazy shit? I forget the name of it, man. So that was like another version of Ghost in the Shell, right? So yeah, this franchise is pretty deep too, man, in terms of history. But I think the design of how it looks right here, how she looks right here, is probably a lot better than that Figma. Like I don't know what it is, guys, but it looks a little bit better to me. Where the Figma was cool too, because you could kind of swap out the jacket in and out and stuff. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, I did pick up that Figma. I don't know where the fuck I left that shit. I was gonna get it for the show, but yeah, this shit looks pretty dope. I definitely am gonna pre-order it. I don't know where to pre-order from. Is that the best price out there on BBTS? Is 104? That's not crazy expensive, but if there's a better price out there, I'd be willing to look and stuff. It says I'm with B Weird. What did B Weird say? I want to be my first high. Yeah, man. Like I said, I agree with that. I think I'm gonna be my first one too. I'm just kind of I'm interested to see that Judge Dredd line. I don't know when that's slated to hit. But then also, like I said, I am looking at those Rambo figures where I might get one. I'm not sold on number 2 or number 3. So I might get a Rambo figure before I get this this Kusanagi figure in hand or whatever, man. So it might not be my first one, but definitely one that I want to pre-order for sure. And then from there, guys, we still got more toys, man. Halfway through the show, halfway to Halloween, guys. Monster Mayhem is still continuing to kick off with NECA, man. And next up, we have this Ultimate Dracula. So I believe this is from this is not Universal Monsters though. This is from some other shit where we are getting like a version of Dracula, but I forget the name of these motherfuckers. I believe the studio was called let me get the name of it exactly. NECA presents the first in a series of action figures from the legendary Hammer House of Horror. Hammer has produced landmark horror since the 1950s, with one of the most famous being Horror of Dracula. So yeah, I think this is a UK based a studio that made these like horror films and stuff. So they made Dracula and all these other freaking classic monsters and stuff. So not really like what a lot of people are familiar with when it comes to Dracula. I think a lot more people kind of recognize the Bela Lugosi stuff. But man, this guy looks like Al Pacino, bro. He just looks like fucking Al Pacino and shit. I was just tripping. I was like, I didn't know Al Pacino was Dracula. Not so much here, but right here in this image right here, I was like, oh, this looks like a young Al Pacino and shit. I don't know. I'm gonna get this though, man. Like I said, I always do admire the horror properties and stuff from NECA and all the companies that they do, but it's not something I really collect, man. So I'm really going for them. I just do like that NECA is able to show these off during the month of May, because like I said, it is halfway to Halloween, so it is kind of cool to kind of put shit out and preview it out and get people talking about it. I believe this is a NECA store exclusive right now, but it should be on other retailers as it kind of rolls out. And then also another reveal from them, we got this Werewolf in London 2-pack. So we got David and the homie, I forget what his name is, Jack. This 2-pack right here. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck happens in this movie, but this shit looks fucking crazy. Like, I don't know. You could probably use this as some kind of burn victim or something in a photography shot. Like, that'll look pretty cool. The Count Dooku, fool. That's Count Dooku, fool. Yeah, you're right. That does look like Count Dooku. Oh man, yeah, that's the one thing about Count Dooku too. He always had like that vampire fucking vibe going on. But then yeah, going back to this 2-pack, like I don't know, it just looks. I don't know what the fuck is going on right here. This shit reminds me of that fucking Thriller shit. Is that where they got it from? Is that where they got the inspiration from this fucking movie? But yeah, the dude on the left, like I said, you could probably use that as like some kind of burn victim or some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of crazy shot or something in toy photography. That looks pretty cool. So you kind of swap out the torso, swap out his arms and head and stuff. That looks interesting, you know what I mean? But I don't know. This looks like a super. You really got to be a fan of this shit to get this, unless you're using it for the accessories. Because, like I said, you could use it. Just the dude on the right, I don't know what you could use that for. Just a civilian, I guess. This is the thing about NECA, is that they're always like more 7-inch scale, but you fuck around with perspective, you can make the shit work, you know. So I think these accessories look cool enough. What the fuck did the Count Dooku come with? I didn't even get to look at this shit. Oh yeah, so you get the candle. Kind of lame accessories, but you do get the different portraits. The head sculpts look cool. So I don't know, whatever. But yeah, halfway to Halloween, man. NECA's kind of, like I said, they're continuing to promote their stuff, so I'm not mad at them. Give me something to talk about and stuff. Oh man, then you want to see something really scary. Next up, we got Super7 The Worst Ultimates. So we got Black Falcon, I think this guy's name is, and then Robot Reaper. So yeah, $55 price points on their site. I think these are in stock, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it was a pre-order. I think these are shipping now, if I read that correctly. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this, yeah, this is the Black Falcon Hellfire and then Robot Reaper Frozen Death. So I don't know if these have been like done before and these are just like repaints and stuff. They look familiar, like that Robot Reaper looks familiar. So it looks like it's just a different version of them where, I don't know, man, just super gimmicky, super dumb and lame and shit. It's their in-house brand or whatever, their in-house toy line. So I don't know. It's just obviously there are renders and stuff, but man, if the shit's shipping already, like wouldn't you have the fucking actual toys to take pictures of and shit? Because from what I hear, man, it looks like Super7 is not gonna do the pre-order model anymore. They're gonna just have stuff in stock, sell that, and then I think they're gonna try to bait people as far as like the FOMO goes right there, which is like, oh, this is our only stock, where I don't know if that will really work, but from what I've heard from Brian Flynn on like recent interviews that he's had, is that yeah, they're gonna pivot away from the pre-order model because according to him, it's just fatigued a lot of people in the toy community, a lot of consumers and stuff, which is something I talk about all the time. I stopped pre-ordering, man, a lot of shit. It just sucks to kind of have to track so many pre-orders on so many sites, and it's just like, man, dude, like I can just wait when the shit lands and I can get it and I can make up my mind, a lot of the times people think like, oh, you get it for a cheaper price if you pre-order. Not necessarily a lot of the times. A lot of the times you get that shit and yeah, it lands. But if you would have just waited or something, you usually get a sell price here and there, you know. So, and then you also run the risk of it selling out completely. So I don't know. So you always got to just kind of make up your mind as far as like what you do. But yeah, it looks like Super 7 is going to try the non-pre-order model. So I don't know how successful that's going to be for them. But they need a little bit more heat than this shit because this looks kind of dog shit right here, man. It just looks super. Just looks super dated, bro. It just looks like some old ass shit, man. Like you don't get any kind of range on any of this stuff. Character's interesting, maybe, but it's just stupid, man. Like a robot Reaper, Frozen Death. Like, what does that have to do with anything? He got a Game Boy. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it, man. I don't really get it. What's the Roblox? What's this? The Roblox characters? Yeah, that's right. It just looks like some kitty ass shit. They try to dress it up in these renders, but like, nah, man. They're missing the mark, bro. Like, it's just missing the mark completely for me. Goddamn, I showed up on Super 7. My man Rick, right on time, Ricky. Ricky, he says, "What's up, everyone?" I was showing that fool deep that video. Ricky, oh man, that's a hilarious ass fucking bowling video. What has Super 7 dropped figs before because pre-orders weren't great, or was it because other issues? According to them, it was because they weren't getting enough pre-orders in, man. But like that's the thing, man. It's just like I think as a company, you need to know, like, yeah, the pre-order model is a safer bet, but like a lot of the times, dude, when you get in so many pre-order from companies, it sucks and it kills the joy a lot of the times because it's like you're pre-ordering and pre-ordering and pre-ordering, and then you get the product months down the line, where if something is in stock and it barely gets revealed, it's like, oh shit, do I want this? Yeah, I want it, and I'm getting it like in 2 days or in a few days when it ships. Where I don't know, pre-orders is just like, man, bro, it's like this whole show is based on like previews and pre-orders. It's like, really, man, that shit kind of sucks. Like if companies went back to just making shit and then putting it out there and seeing how much they can sell here and there, like, yeah, it'd be the Wild West, bro. But like the pre-order model benefits the company, it doesn't benefit the consumer, especially when the company is taking the money up front, like Super 7 was, where you think they're going to get a bunch of pre-orders for shit, pay up front, and then wait like a year, maybe a year and a half. And then what, dude? The crazy shit for Super 7 was they were taking money for pre-orders and then taking people's money and then saying, oh, wait, you know what? We didn't actually get enough pre-orders, so here's your money back. What the fuck? Like, you just held my money for like, I don't know how long, and then I'm not even going to get the product anyway, where I could have used that money to something else, you know? It's just, I don't know. It sucks. And I think they're just doing the shitty way of doing the pre-order model. They were doing it the shittiest way, where I feel like Mezco kind of taking an NRD here and there, or if you do the PayPal, you don't get charged up front. Like, that's a little bit better. But even then, too, you're pre-ordering stuff and it doesn't come for a year, if that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just, when all the companies are doing it, it does kill a little bit of the joy. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see if it works out for them, and we'll see if other companies take up that same model of just kind of producing stuff and then seeing how their stock goes, and then from there moving on, you know. But be on the lookout for this. If you guys are interested. It does come with, I believe, soft goods. I believe these are soft goods. I would hope so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And then yeah, the ultimate packaging. Oh man, you guys want to talk about some really overpriced stuff? No, I'm just kidding, man. I don't want to get into that right now. Because next up we got this Loose Collector Hell Witch Hellfire version. So these dudes are doing their Hellfire Black Falcon, and this guy's doing his Hellfire Hell Witch, man. And yeah, guys, you guys are familiar with this. I figure it's already been released. It's just getting a repaint where it's got like this flame on type of paint job going on, which really works. It really does look really cool on this. Like, normally I'd think that it's just a little bit too much orange. It just looks a little bit too hot Cheeto-y or a little bit too Cheeto-y, but I think it works, man. Obviously, if you are familiar with this figure, you can swap out the chest plate. So you get that naughty look to her, man. And yeah, man, if you guys are even interested in this, like, I think this would be even a cool army builder. Like, this next to like a fucking Johnny Blaze or something, like, or just in like a demonic display, like, it'll look cool, just got like that fucking demon vibe going on, like I said, a flamed on look. And yeah, priced up though, man. If you guys are familiar with this guy's products, these things are not cheap. Obviously you do get these like swap out face or chest plates things, but for the most part, a lot of people call these like expensive Marvel Legends, because when you start to look at like the articulation scheme and the articulation setup that these figures have, it does kind of look like a domestic style Hasbro Marvel Legends, character or figure, where the price is not really Marvel Legend prices, man. These things are getting priced up a lot. Where I think this is priced at $79 on BBTS. So $79 for this, like, I don't know if it's worth $79, man, but it's just hard to tell, man, because from there, this wasn't the only thing that was revealed this week by Loose Collector. We move into the Death Dealer from Loose Collector. So we get this classic Frazetta character finally come into the Loose Collector line. And man, I think when this image was showing off this week, initially everybody thought, oh yeah, I'm getting this shit. This looks awesome. As soon as this thing went on Instagram, I started getting the images. Oh, Paternity just tweeted it out. Oh, let me go click the link to see how much it is. Oh shit, what? $350 for this, guys. Where if you had the initial thought of like, yeah, I'm getting this, as soon as you saw that sticker price, pump the fucking brakes, bro. Pump the motherfucking brakes. I was moving as fast as this horse is in this image. Right, moving at all. Where it's like I had to just pump the brakes, man. Figure and horse, guys. So here we have Death Dealer and his fucking badass war steed. So shit looks crazy dope. But what are your guys' thoughts on the price so far, man? $350, guys. Ah, man. And I was just shit talking Super7 for being some overpriced garbage. This isn't garbage, but man, I do think it's a little bit heavy, guys. A little bit heavy on that price tag. Fighting code names in the house. Yes, Marvel Legends don't have those boobies. What up, fellas? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, right? Little aesthetic changes here and there. It'd be nice if they did, though. They want a kidney for that shit. Yeah, man. That's a little bit expensive. My man B Rivera, he says, oh hell nah. Because then we start to look at the breakup of the actual offering. And my man Mochi says, looks amazing, but for that price, it's a big fuck no. Because like I think we can all agree that this Death Dealer looks pretty freaking dope, right? Like just like I think everybody can say that. I think anybody taking the price out of it, not looking at the price, I think everybody can agree. Yeah, this figure looks pretty badass. I want it. Like I want this shit. Even if it didn't have the horse, I would want it. I have the Mezco Death Dealer. I believe I paid $199 for this shit. And this is where we're gonna start breaking this shit down. I paid $199 for it because it was marked up a bit on BBTS. Where I was like, okay, you know what? It's now or never. I buy it now. Thankfully, I did, because now I think that thing is creeping up to like closer to $400. Didn't come with no goddamn horse, guys. Came with a shit ton of stuff. Obviously, Mezco packed out that offering, and it was a huge box. It even came with a poster. I thought the poster was dope. It was a little extra. I thought it was cool, man. I wish I would have pre-ordered it on through the Mezco side or earlier when it was like 150 or 160. Paid a little bit more, whatever. I was perfectly fine with it. Now I'm looking at this and I'm starting to think, man, why is this so overpriced? But when I really look at it, it's like, dude, I paid $199 for the Mezco joint, where it didn't come with a horse. So for $150 more, I would get a horse with it. Obviously I've got a Mythic Legion's horse, and now my Death Leader is good. He's nice and he's being taken care of, man. Don't worry about him. This at $350, I don't know, man. Initially, I thought it was overpriced, but when I started to break it down, when I started to look at all the stuff that it comes with, the size of this character, like this is obviously bigger than a freaking Masterverse He-Man. It's bigger than that Barbarian from Four Horsemen. So it's a chunky ass figure, and the design of him looks freaking badass. Like I said, I even like the horse. The horse is pretty fucking big, man. Like that thing is pretty tall. It's pretty chunky. Design looks really cool. Like I like the sculpt on it. I like the paint. I like all the stuff that it has on it. It looks really badass. Where now I'm starting to look at it. $350 really ain't that much, man. It's a lot. I agree, it's a lot. But I think at $299, I don't think people would have kind of gotten so taken back by it. You know what I'm saying? Because at $350, man, plus tax you're gonna pay. Yeah, if you get it through BBTS, it's $4 shipping, that's fine, but you're still paying tax. This is like a $400 price tag, man, for a lot of people. Yeah, it would be $400 for me, you know, where yeah, obviously it's like, oh, that's tax. You're adding tax to it, man. But man, I don't know, man. At 350, I think at 299, I might have gone in for it, man, but 350 is just a little bit too pricey, man. Where, like I said, that Rogue was the most controversial figure of the week up until this fucking thing was showing off, man, because everybody was talking about this guy, and it got so controversial that Loose Collector on their Instagram actually had to go and send out a message to the fans. And let's read it off, man. It says, "Good day to all, and thank you very much for the feedback on the Death Dealer set. We see these as healthy discussions, and we will definitely look into the learnings and experience provided for us. It is what we do. We listen and improve product and management wise, as seen in our progress with each offering. We would also like to add the following to the discussion." So this is where he kind of starts to give their perspective on the stuff, because this isn't just one guy, you know. According to this post, he says the Death Dealer set is not a solo Loose Collector project, and for such arrangements, more cost is in consideration, and we do not have control on the final selling price, unlike our in-house offerings such as the Crypt. So that Crypt line, they're pricing those themselves, you know. Whereas this set right here is, according to him, is not being priced solely by Loose Collector. So Loose Collector's entire company is not solely represented by Dave Cardenas. He is a very good person who works hard to improve our products and make them as collector friendly as possible. He does not dictate production costs and retail prices. We apologize to him for receiving most of the pushback and for being the face of the company. We agree that this set is not very affordable. It is the best price that can be done given the licensing, production, and other related costs the project involves. If it gets support, we will be very thankful to those who made it happen. If not, we will move on to keep striving to get bigger so we can eventually provide continuously improving products at collector-friendly prices. It is our company's ultimate goal. We greatly appreciate all of you for always being there to provide us with valuable feedback and suggestions. You are a big part of every success. Thank you very much to all Loose Collector team. So, according to that post, without naming any names, it's starting to kind of be clear that Frazetta license is very expensive, guys. You guys are familiar with like the Frazetta estate. I think it was broken up. Talking to Rob Post, it was kind of broken up into like different pieces. So obviously the Frazetta girls, a lot of people kind of know them as like the holders of the license, but motherfucker had a grandson too, and he's getting a chunk of that stuff too. Where I think the way it was explained is certain drawings and certain paintings and certain characters were broken up in different kind of ways. So everybody wants a cut. Everybody wants a cut of the licensing fee. Everybody wants their share. You know what I'm saying? Because I think now more than ever, especially with the action figure stuff, I think that estate is getting a lot of love, bro. I think they're starting to notice that, man, they really liked our grandpa shit, bro. Like, where to the point that they even started making action figures and stuff. You know, they even started an action figure line at the Frazetta girls and stuff, where yeah, they're starting to notice like, yo, a lot of people really like our grandpa shit. Like, they got to get their money's worth, you know. Where I think it dictates a lot of the price increases on some of their stuff. I don't know if Savage Crucible is gonna have a Death Dealer in his line. I can imagine he potentially does, but I don't think any of them are gonna come with a horse. And I don't know, guys. Just what are your guys' thoughts on it, man? Because like I said, at 350. Initially, I did think that was way overpriced. I had to pump the brakes. I didn't go to pre-order it or anything like that. I don't think I am, because like I said, at 350, it's just a little bit too pricey for me. Like, I think at 299, I would have considered it. But like I said, looking at the Mezco offering versus this that comes with the horse, like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because from there, started to look at another set that was previously a little bit too expensive for myself. It looks like it's getting another like release, where next up we have the Rocketeer and his freaking dog, Butch, and this is priced at $70. Where I think that first set was like 150 or something like that, or 120 or something like that, because it came with the Betty figure. Where this one doesn't, because of this nice little dogo, cute little guy. and his doggy butt and everything. So I think this is a cool set, man. I'm going in for this now. I want this Rocketeer figure. I think the Betty figure looked pretty awesome. I think it's a just accessory that they potentially you probably do need it for the Rocketeer. It's just the posing that you could do with it. It just looks so dope. But I think I'm happy with this at $70, man. Where I don't know if maybe he puts out another Death Dealer without the horse and maybe brings down the price, but then what would you be paying? $150, $200 for something for this figure alone? Like, I don't think that would be worth it at all. So it's just like, how much is the figure worth versus how much the horse is worth? Where it's like, I don't know. And that's where the numbers, the math ain't mathing, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fucking know, man. And my man, let's see what the chat saying. He's hell nah. Yeah. And then Wavies is crazy. Yeah, it's very, very expensive, man. I went straight to pre-order this. Then I was like, nah, never mind. Yeah, exactly, man. That's just the initial thought that I thought too. I said, no, not even thinking about it. I'm getting this shit. Just looking at it, I was like, oh, this looks cool. Having the Mezco Death Dealer already myself, I was still going to pre-order this. I thought it looked cool enough that I'm like, yeah, this looks freaking different enough. The horse looks sick as fuck. I want it, It's also too big. The horse's head is small. Yeah, I mean, you can have your nitpicks about it, but I like it. I like the whole look to it, man. I can't swallow that price. That horse got the booty size I want on a female figure, though. Yo, I want to see my face on that horse's ass. You guys remember The Simpsons? Oh man, yeah, it's like it's definitely got like a certain kind of style to this horse, man. It looks like one of those what is it, Clydesdales and shit? Those like big, thick horses and stuff. It looks like one of those Budweiser horses and shit. He saw Mercari prices and tried to match them. Yeah, right. I don't know. Yeah, this is I can live without it. Yeah. They know it's overpriced. That's why they admit it. They didn't get to decide the price. Yeah, I mean, they themselves said they don't think it's affordable. They don't think it's affordable. They agree with everybody. That $60 Legends Hulkbuster doesn't seem so bad after seeing this. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's when you start to like really look at the perspective on the different kind of shit. For $350, that horse better take me to work and back home so I won't spend money on gas for reals. Right. That's hilarious, dude. Is this a real horse? Oh man, that'd be fucking hilarious. He said these fools are straight cracked out with this price. Yeah, man, and that's the thing that I'm starting to notice because after he made that post, it's like okay, the Frazetta license is expensive. Why the hell is this Hell Witch bitch $80? It's like, okay, well, are all of these licenses so expensive? Like, is the Coffin Comics guy really fucking like charging fucking an arm and a leg for his license, like when nobody else wants to make his shit? I don't know, man. I don't know about all that. And I feel like sometimes companies, they kind of dig themselves into a hole where it's just like, well, now they have to offer it at this price. Like, in that post, it says, oh, we intend to grow our company so we could offer, better prices. I don't think that's the case, man. Like, shit. I was watching a report on the news. Yeah, fucking news, right? Grocery prices, bro. Out of this fucking world. Guess what grocery stores are starting to notice? Even with the increased prices, the basket size most of the time isn't shrinking. So people are still buying the shit ton of stuff. Do you think a grocery store is going to lower prices when they see that people are still buying the same amount at a higher price point? Fuck no, they ain't going to lower no prices, bro. And it's just like, if he notices that his shit still sells at these higher price points, why the fuck would they ever lower prices? Why the fuck would they ever lower prices? Where it's just like, we still getting motherfuckers. Like, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? If I was running a business and I say, okay, the prices are going up, we're going to start to see less customers, and I'm still getting the same amount of customers, why the hell would I ever break them off with fucking, some of my profits? Fuck no, man. So I'm like, I don't know. I take that with a grain of salt, depending on, his approach to just pricing his figures, but it's hard to tell, man. My man Codename says they probably have to set ROI, so return on investment. For you guys who don't know what ROI is, that they most profit to manufacture the item. Yeah, I feel like that's for every fucking toy. It's limited to 1,500 pieces, so I'm pretty sure they got those numbers finally crunched. But man, there's definitely some wiggle room right there that he's not giving to the consumer for sure. I'll wait for Savage Crucible or a flesh color Mesco one. I was like, wait, where's this going? I just read flesh color. I wish they sold the figure separate. Yeah, I take the figure, right? Like the figure itself just looks cool, but then it's like I said, what's the price of the figure worth? Because if they sell that separate, and let's say they price the figure at $150, you're telling me that horse is $200? The hell it is. Where people are gonna look at the Mythic Legion stuff and be like, yo, I don't know, man. And that's where, like, that's why sometimes when people start like getting crazy in the aftermarket and buying all kinds of dumb shit, don't do that. Companies see that shit, man. And they're like, well, this dumb fuck was willing to spend fucking $200 on a fucking death dealer Mesco, my dumbass. Why the hell would I price my shit, at $150 with a horse? Like, there's just no way. And fuck all that, they're only making a 1,500, so that's 500,000 if they sell them all. That's a lot of money. You think they want to break off the consumer with some of that profit? I don't think so. This is Wavy Crockett. This is OG to Will Flow. It's a loose collector lab go back. That's why it's above 300. I don't agree or disagree with you, Rick. I couldn't understand you. Fuck it, put Death Dealer on layaway. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, if you could potentially just pay the NRD now. I don't think this thing is slated to come out until next year. So it's like you could just put the NRD, man, and just forget about it until later on. But man, like I said, when that shit lands, that shit's gonna sting, bro. Actually, you're gonna feel that full 350. You know what I'm saying? Or minus the NRD, but then you're paying the fucking tax on that shit. You're gonna feel that shit, bro. Where it's like, damn, that you might get some instant regret when that happens. The Mythic Legion horse that came with the Headless Horseman looks better in my opinion. Yeah, and that's the one that has my Death Dealer, and that's why I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know fucking what the hell he was thinking with this shit. But like I said, kind of factoring other companies and other offerings, I don't know, man. Like, what do you guys think this should have been priced at? Like, as a fair price where he would still make profit, taking into account the licensing and all that stuff. I don't think he could have priced it at 200. Maybe 250 is the lowest I think he could have priced it at. But like I said, we don't know the factoring in of the licensing fee and all that stuff. Like, that's definitely something else you got to take into account, man. And like I said, it looks like everybody in that family wants their fucking piece of the pie, man. So it's not like you're able to negotiate with just one side or whatever, or like you're negotiating with multiple people at that point where maybe just this price covers it all. It's like, all right, this motherfucker wants this much and these bras want this much, and this is how much we're gonna price it just so we can get our piece. So I don't know. So 200, 250, right? Say word 250. Yeah, I feel like that 250 would have been a fair price where I think they would have sold out pre-orders by now, but I think at $300 would have still been cool, man. Because that extra 50 is just like that. I feel like that's just like the really let me get my shit, So it's like, fuck all that, man. I don't know. I think they could have given that back to the customer. I would be in at 225, 240. Motherfucker, just say 200, 250. This motherfucker playing fucking prices right here. $1, Bob. He's like, can I get 226, 241? It's like, God damn it, Ricky. Just say 250, dog. Jesus Christ. Motherfucker says 225. Okay, Rick, you're a funny motherfucker, bro. But yeah, I mean, the figure itself looks pretty good. Like I said, I like the design of them, and I like the size of this motherfucker, bro. Like, just I don't know. Obviously, this is a 7-inch scale fucking He-Man. I'm happy with this dude being 7 feet tall, being big ass fucking. He's a death dealer, bro. Like, shit, hell yeah, this motherfucker's a big, huge barbarian. He's gonna kill your ass. So I wasn't mad. I saw people like mad at the height of it, like, oh, he's not even in scale with my freaking Spider-Man and Captain America Marvel Legends. Like, fuck off. Like, geez, dude, come on. I think this thing looks fucking badass. Or it's just like, yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta definitely keep this thing on the radar and see how next tax season is coming out looking like. Might have to splurge. I'll take it for 150. Yeah, right. Whenever you ask people, what do you think is fair? I think $20 is okay. Oh man, but yeah, it looks like it looks like he's packing in a bunch of articulation into it too, though. Man, looks like he's gonna move pretty cool. So gotta wait for the flesh color Mesco, I guess. Flesh color. Oh man, but yeah, a lot of people didn't like the horse. I liked it. I like how it looks. It looks dope as fuck. Doesn't look like it's articulated as well as the Four Horsemen stuff though. Like I'll be kind of worried about some of this stuff getting loose. You know what I mean? Like some of like the joint articulation and stuff right here. Like that looks like it might get loose. Reminds you of like a fucking you guys ever fuck around with like Diamond Select or the Marvel Select Incredible Hulks? Them shits get fucking loose, bro, because the fucking pegs are so big and shit. It's like, damn, yeah, that shit. I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. Because like, look at this. Like, it just, I don't know. I'd be kind of sketched out about this fucking horse. Honestly, I don't think I'd be fucking posing him around too much. I think it might get loose as fuck. So, and for that price tag, I would hope it doesn't get loose. I hope you get no QC issues on this shit. So that's a lot to ask for from any company, you know, let alone their words, a smaller company, you know. So I don't know. Gotta see this motherfucker roll out and see how many people went in for it. Because like I said, man, there might be a potential to just get the figure, no horse. But then, like I said, they're really gonna dig themselves into a hole in pricing that thing, because if you priced it that death dealer at $100 or $150, you're telling me that horse was $200, where I don't think it is, you know, especially if that horse comes out looking like a piece of shit or moving like a piece of shit. So be on the lookout for that, and then be on the lookout for this Rocketeer too, with his dogo. Where I like the dogo, man. That shit looks cool. I always got like these like fucking little French pit bulls on my desk and stuff. I like little dog figures. Like they always just look cool. So I just have these motherfuckers on my desk. Yeah, I'm around here like Deadpool and stuff. And it's like comes with a lot of them too. This one just laying down. This motherfucker just laying down, looking up at you. I always like little 112 animals and stuff that are like non-articulated, but they're cool. And then you get the little dogo looking up at you. That looks cool. Yeah, I'll take that dogo right here. His dog butt. His doggy butt. Yeah, I don't know. For $70, I'm happy with this. But moving on from there, next up we got I believe this is a new company to me, man. I don't know shit about this, man, but I think the company's called Test. This is the Abara. I don't know what the fuck this thing is called. The Abara. Let me look this shit up, bro, because this shit is confusing to pronounce even when I'm reading it. This is the 112 Abara Black Gaunas Kudo Denji in Layuta. That was a fucking mouthful, shit, man. And yeah, I don't know what the hell these things are, man, but they look cool as fuck. Where kind of remind me of like some xenomorphs and shit. They just look gnarly as fuck, man. Where yeah, I think if you got to get either or, I think you got to get both of these, man. I don't think you could just get either or. The designs just look so gnarly that together they look really cool. They are on HLJ right now for like $110 a pop. But man, these things look pretty badass. Where yeah, shout out to my man Liquid. He was sharing these things. I had seen them one time, but I just didn't know what the fuck they were. I thought they were like a model kit almost. But yeah, seeing them kind of popping up on HLJ, I was just like, damn, looks like these things are freaking going up for pre-order finally and shit. Any of you guys going for these? I didn't. I stayed away just because I don't know shit about them, man. But they look really cool, man. And shout out to Deep, man. I know I was talking to you one time about that, about like how you're just kind of tired of just getting the same old Marvel Legends, the same old stuff. You kind of like to get like unique pieces like this, and I feel like this is one of those pieces, or these two figures are like some of those pieces where they look hella unique. Just the designs look like cool as fuck. They look like they're gonna move around pretty well. I'm not familiar with anything from this company, so I'm not 100% sure on the quality on them, and just the restrictions that it might have, because it looks like the armor kind of covers their whole body. Because like I said, this thing reminds you of like a xenomorph. So that's the only thing I would kind of have like concerns about. But I mean, for what they look like, I feel like just the design of these things are gonna like get carried by the design. They just look so fucking cool. They're just gonna stand out on anybody's shelf and stuff. Some guy who made Blame. Oh, okay. Same guy who made Blame. Getting both these for sure. Yeah, man. Liquid. I don't know. He's getting this shit. This guy's look like Chainsaw Man. If you know, you know. Oh, I don't know. You read ahead, bitch. I'm just kidding. I don't know. The rest of the chat is Chainsaw Man. This fire, but I'm not getting it. Yeah, they look really fucking cool, man. Save money on the paint job. Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, that's the one thing where it's like, you want a little bit more, but like I said, since they look like xenomorphs, I don't know how much more they could have added. Like maybe like in the teeth or the head sculpt. Cause yeah, that's the one thing, right? The designs look cool, but like just the lack of paint, it just kind of it dulls them down a bit too much. But I don't know. I think they'll still look cool because of all that sculpting. It's just all that sculpting is just I don't know. They're gonna stand out like crazy looking. They just look like some fucking like alien warrior type fucking things, like some hybrid between a xenomorph and like some kind of fucking humanoid or some shit. It looks crazy, bro. That's the one thing I was just like, hey, these things look gnarly. I don't anything about these. I don't know anything about these, but they look so dope. They aren't too expensive. I'll cop. If they're not too expensive, I'll cop. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They're about $110 emoji. It'll go well with the upcoming Burning Souls figures. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're showing those things off in the Discord. This just looks sick. God damn it, Mochi. I had to figure out what you were typing, bro. Oh man, but yeah, I'm gonna be on the lookout for these. Maybe I don't know, because yeah, sometimes you do kind of get bored with some of the stuff. But like I said, man, I'm kind of getting spread out a little bit too thin. I'm dialing myself back on some of the import stuff, just so I can spread myself out a little bit, enjoy a few more things like the shit I showed off today. They're nothing more expensive than $30. You got this Batman. It's $25, bro. It's not crazy. It's just another Batman, but yeah, it's just cool. I still had a good time with this shit, fucking around with this thing on my desk. And the She-Hulk, want to keep tabs or keep track with some of the Marvel Legends. These are $25, bro. Where it's just like if I make a purchase like this, it's like damn, the thing's gonna clear me out for the rest of the month, man. But they're hella unique. Where everybody and their mom has that She-Hulk, or you're gonna see that thing on the timeline all day for the next couple of weeks, where it's like I don't know, where this right here, you ain't gonna see too many cats posing this fucking thing out right here, man. You ain't gonna see no toy tubers posing this shit out on their unboxing shows or whatever. They ain't doing reviews on this shit. Now you ain't catching too much shit on this, man. Where this is the stuff where where people put their money to this, it's like okay, that shit. Your collection is looking a lot better than somebody else buying fucking Toddy Mac Batmans and shit for the 20th time. Like myself, I'm only shit talking myself here. But from there, moving on to some damn toys. Another figure for the Cold Dog series. So here we have their Little Dragon Imp, I believe his name is. I want to get that right, Little Dragon Imp. And yeah, man, if you guys are freaking familiar with the damn toy stuff, we're making some cool products. The soft goods figures at 1/12 scale. So a lot of their stuff looks pretty cool design wise. I know a lot of people are like really digging on that Homeless Joe figure. They've made a few of these like crazy design looking figures. I think the ones that I always kind of was interested in maybe getting one day is like those Freedom Brothers, like the escaped convict dudes looking and shit, robots and stuff. It just have like this like weird aesthetic to them. It just looks like I don't know. It just looks like fucking post-apocalyptic, almost cyberpunky, almost like I don't know. Just they have like these like this certain aesthetic to these figures, but they all look really fucking dope. I've never gone in for any of them. They are a little bit more expensive, but I feel like the premium quality that they're delivering makes those price tags worth it, man. I don't know how well this one's gonna sell. Like I said, it kind of has like a specific kind of design to this one. Where I don't know if it translates so well to a lot of people's collection versus like some of the other stuff that they've put out. Like that Homeless Joe, just I don't know, that shit just looks so funky and weird. Like I said, really post-apocalyptic type of shit, man. So I don't know. The Pepto Bismol figure looks dope. Pepto Bismol, yeah. Little Dragon Imp. Where I like the mask or the helmet thing that he has. That shit looks tight. That fucking dragon. But yeah, this looks kind of I don't know. It's a little bit out there, but so different that it looks dope. Yeah, the soft goods look nice. Yeah, the jacket looks pretty cool, huh? Those fucking cargo shorts and everything. Even his like shoes, they look kind of dope. His boots or whatever. Like just the design of these characters look cool. Like you can't front. And that helmet, yeah. Man, Codename's Dragon Dude is dope. Damn Toys always dress up the shelf. Yeah, man. That's a thing, right? Like you can definitely like point these out like in a collection, like, oh, that looks unique. That looks like something different. Whereas like I was just saying about those fucking xenomorph motherfuckers. It's like something unique. It's not run of the mill, fucking average Toddy Mac Batman or whatever. Like I was saying, this is like some unique stuff where it's just like when you're filling out your collection with this type of stuff, it's like I feel like you're getting fulfilled a lot better than somebody just ordering an entire wave of Marvel Legends. Where it's like no knock on that. There's people that are plenty happy just doing that and stuff, but I feel like this pieces like this always kind of, like you said, it kind of brings a little bit more life to that shelf, man. It dresses it up a little bit better. So yeah, and shout out to Beware. I know he's one of the guys taking pictures of a lot of some of the Damn Toy stuff. That Homeless Joe, I've seen your shots with him, man. It's fucking dope shit. Already pre-ordered 2 of these. One's for the son. We're expecting in September, but for when he's way older and he can appreciate the Year of the Dragon aspect. Oh, right on, Beware. That's dope, man. That's sick. And dude, your photography skills are like killer, Beware. Where whenever I see you take pictures of this stuff, I'm like, okay, this guy, you have like a direction to your collecting, bro. Like you kind of understand like the stuff that you don't want to dedicate you allocate your funds towards, man, because yeah, these are not cheap at all, but like the stuff you're doing with your photography, you're putting into use, man. And yeah, like Codename is saying, they dress up that shelf, man, a little bit different, man. They give it that extra sauce, man. So definitely cool pieces every time they put shit out. But yeah, maybe one day I'll go in for one of them, man. I don't know if it'll be this one right here, but it does look cool. And I agree with Deep, like the soft goods that he has, like the whole look to him looks dope. It's pretty cool. So Rick saying, I never really jumped on designer toys. I think people that rock with fashion and shit would like this. Yeah, right. Yeah, this looks a little bit designer toyish, but like it still looks cool as fuck. And like Beware is kind of attesting to, you can definitely get some photography out of these toys. And from there, though, moving to a little bit third party action. Next up, we have the Spiritual Leader 112, not Luke Skywalker. So here we have a not Luke Skywalker third party figure. So the people that are starved for some soft goods Star Wars figures, this might be your Luke Skywalker, man. The one thing I did notice from this though is that head sculpt, he's got that Wayne Brady choke a bitch energy to him, man, where I'm just like, dude, this fool looks like psychotic, bro. I'm like, damn, it kind of looks kind of cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Initially, when I saw it, I was just like, oh, this looks hella bunk. But man, that Wayne Brady choke a bitch energy, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling it, bro. It's got like the windswept hair. We don't get that in a lot of figures and shit for Star Wars. Luke Skywalker's this looks kind of cool. It looks kind of interesting, man. I saw this thing popping up on Toysy Metaverse already. I think it's going for like about $80 or so. Where it is supposed to be Luke Skywalker from the Mandalorian, that final episode, season 2. Where I don't know, it throws me off where it has like the gray tunic and stuff. I wish it was they just went with the all black, because it's like, you ain't fooling nobody, bro. This is supposed to be Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean? Like your season desist still might come. It's like, oh no, this is a gray tunic. That's not what he looked like. Like, bro, come on, cut the crap. But like I said, man, that Wayne Brady choke a bitch energy, like I kind of like it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it, man. It does come with like the neutral expression, the anger expression. It comes with like that crunched up fucking Dark Trooper where he's fucking that thing up in that episode. The blaster looks cool, and it's got like the little hologram version of Grogu, so that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not mad at this, but like it just, I don't know, seeing this type of shit, it makes me starve for like Mezco Star Wars, where I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that maybe those rumors are true. Maybe they're just waiting for the right time. You know what I mean? Maybe it's part of the licensing. Like, all right, you're getting it after this, because I mean, we saw that Darth Maul third-party soft goods figure, and now we're seeing this. A lot of times when these Hong Kong motherfuckers start making stuff, it's because they see certain stuff getting made in the factory, and then they jump on that idea and then start making it on their own and stuff. Maybe they've seen prototypes of stuff potentially from Mezco, and they're like, hey, fuck it. We're making soft goods Star Wars figures. We'll beat these motherfuckers to the punch, And I don't know. I could potentially see that as a thing, but I'm not 100% sure. That's just a theory that I have, because I remember I thought that when I saw that Darth Maul figure last year. I was like, these dudes seem like that's just such a random thing to make. Like, why hadn't they made this before? But a lot of them dudes, they work fast, but a lot of the times they're just copycat ideas. You know what I'm saying? It makes me honestly think that they might have seen like prototypes of a Mezco joint going up, in production and stuff. So I don't know. Like I said, the more I see this, the more hopes that I have that Mezco is going to do it. But at the same time, I don't know if they'll execute it better than this. Obviously it's going to be accurate if it's officially licensed, but this doesn't look great. But like I said, I'm not fully happy with like, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. Like I want to say, I think it looks good. I think it looks potentially pretty dope. But some of the times with the Mezco stuff, I'm not really content with the way the shit's coming out. But I definitely would want to see their attempt at Star Wars, officially licensed Star Wars, not some third party stuff. Because like I said, the only thing fucking this up for me is just a gray tunic. Like it should have just been black, bro. Like come on, cut the crap. You're already fucking making Luke Skywalker. At least commit to the bit, bro. You know what I mean? Like don't pussy out. Because like I said, this choke a bitch, Wayne Brady choke a bitch energy. I'm digging it, bro. The spiritual leader. It's like, man, you look psychotic, my dude. Yo, before the stream is done today, can y'all link the Discord or the Insta? Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I'll link it in the comments. I think I forgot to link the Discord in the description, but I'll definitely drop it in the comments after the video, Mochi. Or anybody in the comment, if you guys got the Discord link, I'll definitely do it in the comment section after the video is posted, though, Mochi for sure. But my man Codenames, he says good looking figure. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Like I said, I might hop on this pre-order. I've only seen it on Toysy Metaverse. I haven't seen it on 5K Toys. I don't know if 5K Toys is getting this shit. Did they ever get the Darth Maul? Or I think a lot of times they kind of stay away from some of this stuff. Some of the times, right, where it gets a little bit too like cease and desist type of shit. Like I don't think they fucking with that stuff because like I know they get hit hard a lot of times for the Dragon Ball Demonical Fit stuff, where even when you go to their website, it's like blurred out face and stuff. So I don't know if they'll I don't know if they dance with this type of shit, man. But if they get it, I'll probably see about it, because I don't know. It's just a Luke Skywalker and some soft goods, and the head sculpts don't look bad at all. I think I might fuck with it. So peep this thing out, roll out. And then from there, closing out the show almost. Next up, we got these soft vinyls from Mondo. This is TMNT. We got Leo and Donatello. I don't really talk about too many designer art toys or stuff like that, but these soft vinyls look pretty cool, man. They're about 8 inches tall. They do get a little bit of articulation going on with them, man. And then obviously you guys know, man, Turtles is popular all day, every day. So Mondo doing their versions of them for some soft vinyl. I can still see these things sell fairly well. I think the one thing about them though is that they're fucking expensive. They're like about $80, $90. So I don't know if it's worth it. People said that Maul was bad. No, yeah, that's why I didn't hear too many good things about it, man. I'm not sure if that Luke is made from the same company though. I think the Maul was Play 112. Deep's getting the kick out of these. He ain't fucking with them. Yeah, I don't know for what they are. They look like some fucking interesting things. Oversized Funkos. Yeah, they do kind of look like that. You're right, Ortega. They do kind of have that look to them. Soft vinyl toys and shit. But yeah, $80. I thought that was kind of crazy, but. Hey man, TMNT fans, them motherfuckers is rabid collectors. Like I always say, they might buy these and shit. 8 inches tall, I don't hate them, but I don't think I would buy something like this. I just thought they were interesting looking. I'm excited to see Mikey and Raph how they look. And then a little bit of a leak, rumor report going on here. It looks like there's a listing on Amazon for a classic techno drone playset, Amazon exclusive, man. So this will be pretty dope for Playmates to put this thing out. Obviously, it's a classic placer from back in the day. A lot of people were fucking with if they were growing up with TMNT. And yeah, I'd probably buy this. Just put this shit right next to like my Castle Grayskull or some crazy shit. Snake Mountain. That'll look cool. So yeah, I'll probably see about this. No info on the price or anything, but yeah, the leak listing is already in circulation. It's already out there, guys. So be on the lookout for that if you are interested. Should be getting revealed soon. And then not really a figure, man, but I thought this was pretty dope, man. This is like a 1-to-1 scale sewer diorama from that classic movie poster, the TMNT movie. Man, dude, this is I believe from Collect Premium Statues or some shit like that. Forget the name of the company, but dude, their fucking shits are pretty expensive. Sometimes they're making some crazy shit. Premium Collectible Studios. So yeah, it's PCS Studios that I think recently they put out a Michael Jordan where he's got like that wingspan. And that shit's like a fucking couple $1,000 on BBTS. So I can imagine this 1-to-1 scale statue right here is gonna be around there. It's probably gonna be $2,000 and up, probably $3,000 maybe. But I think this would be cool. I'd love to have something like this, like in my toy room or something, or like anywhere in my house. That'd be awesome, bro. It's like, oh shit, they're coming out. Like that's so dope. Like anything 1-to-1 scale that's like prop stuff. I always love that stuff, man. Like helmets and all that stuff, because it's just like it's 1-to-1 scale, bro. Like it's so sick that like, man, I would love to get this shit right here. It's just so awesome. But man, just knowing the price on that thing, it's gonna be fucking expensive. I had this Technodrome as a kid. That was my prized possession. Yeah, man. Oh, you're gonna fucking digging it if they put this thing back out, man. Classic as fuck. I'd get it. I'd get it, Andy's. I should be dope. I'm probably copping it. Yo, you get home drunk and you see this on the floor. Nah, for reals, right? Or just people that come to your crib or something. Like, oh, that shit would be so. Dude, imagine putting this out on the street and just tripping people out. Like, oh man, that'd be awesome, bro. Motherfucker was just jack you and shit, but still awesome. Yeah, that'd be sick, man. If I owned a mansion, I would have copped this statue and put it in my front door. Yeah, bro. Like seriously, just put it anywhere. Like it's 1-to-1 scale, bro. Like that's so dope, man. Like, yeah, I want to see the price on this thing, man. And then to close it out, it looks like I was saying midway through the show, Mythic Legion's Ashes of Agbendor live wave reveals on Friday. So we're gonna have some stuff to talk about next week, man. So Friday, May 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be 4 o'clock my time. It'd be kind of cool to co-live stream that stuff, but I don't know. I'll see, because I think I am off. I think I'm off. No, wait, I'm not off. Never off. Tripping. It's Friday. But it'd be kind of cool. Kind of look at the reveals. I'm probably not gonna snipe the stream, but definitely to talk about this next week, guys. Because yeah. That is all the show we have for the evening. Kind of a not the most exciting show, man. I think it was a lot of stuff kind of early on in the week. Like I said, some certain things that kind of caught a lot of controversy. That Rogue being one of them. Not a lot of people were content with it, man. Some people were kind of pissed off. It didn't meet their expectations. And then fucking B Rivera pop and swap, bro. The pop and swap. Nah, I'm excited to see what they got, man. They always kind of generate buzz when they start doing their reveals. But like I said, man, they really got to start updating some of that articulation, man. I know that's not like the whole goal of the line and stuff. Like they're really kind of more about like the scopes and like the detailed paint and stuff. But man, you got to advertise more fun in figures than just pop and swap. There's got to be like innovation going on in the articulation scheme. Or stuff like that, because if not, man, I don't know, man. Like I feel like the Savage Crucible stuff is gonna continue to generate more and more buzz as more waves come out. So like, I don't know, if you're into that whole like fantasy and stuff like that, I feel like, man, Four Horsemen better come with more heat than what they're showing off lately. But that's just like I said last week. That's just my thoughts on the stuff, man. There's plenty of people that are really excited about their stuff, no matter what I say, especially. So it doesn't really fucking matter. So you can make fun all you want, B Rivera. You think you're Omar, but you're not, bro. No, just kidding, man. Yeah, don't get the Four Horsemen heat on you, bro. That's leave that to me, B Rivera. Don't get the Cabal guys on your back, bro. You don't want to mess with those guys. No, just kidding. But yo, guys, that's like I said, that's all the show I have for the evening, man. Thank you guys for joining me. If it was for a minute or the whole stream, or if you guys catch the replay and all that stuff, man, really appreciate it. Thank you to all the people that subbed to this video, man. It's like I said, every week I kind of look at the analytics to my channel. 30% of my views come from unsub people, bro. Where I'm doing something right. That actually made me happy, because it was 20%, is now 30%. So thank you guys, no matter what. You guys sub, you guys didn't sub, I appreciate the view anyway, guys. I'm still winning, all right? But yo, I'll catch you guys next week, man. You guys take care of yourselves, keep collecting dope stuff, man, and have a good Memorial Day weekend, man. Good Memorial Day tomorrow. Remember what it's for. It's not just to barbecue. Give thanks. Doesn't matter if you're in the United States or in Canada or wherever in the world, man. Give thanks for other people kind of, doing stuff that you didn't have to do, for you to be able to do what you want to do, man. So always remember that, guys, man. But catch you guys next week, man. Peace out.